Back in the building.
Man's inhumanity to man portrayed on the screen so vividly that you flinch. This man showed no mercy in the pursuit and interrogation of his victims. He was called the Witch-Finder General.
Witch-finding ain't easy. Fucking trick like get this one. Y'all can get your hands locked, spin away like prison. Intelligence agencies trace you. Seeing what I did lately, amazing. They not seeing all the sheep grazing. Flaming pins of Josh, get rocked. Mountaintops go fly. Right enough, fight enough. Get up so nice and nice. Fuck y'all flow. Costume shop roll. Catch info like a stroll. Feeling old, so grab a switch. I may stole my fools cause they snitch. Since they can't ruin me, I'ma ruin them. That chopped off head still spin. Burning witches in they sin. You can't lie, we can't die. I know what y'all said. Just as flesh decay, but eternally, I don't see it that way. Pave the road clear is what you said, but your thought gonna leave people dead. You claim God, but God don't know you. Watch your desires overthrow you. Man fall down, man go boom. Mask wearing like doom. All caps like y'all yelling. That's a rap. Might as well be feeling. Y'all words are levers. On YouTube, acting precious. This the nexus. Feel the sun from the solar plexus. Taste the breakfast. Finding all those devices that detect us. Yo, show respect, cuz.
What line of business, my dear? God's business. Witch finding. Witch finding. Oh, that's
Long that next buzz. Or some buzz. Watch the general pull plugs. Internet warriors caught up in dark corridors. Fiction like Mordor. Should've stayed on the floor. Y'all know no origins. Laughing orphans, even though we got royal blood coursing. No more horsing. Real life's more important. Y'all speaking curses on yourself. Claiming God and no one else. Blast you off the shelf. Burn your whole library. See you do it, look, y'all claim to learn, reading from the Jewish books. Y'all some cookie crooks, lips caught up with a hook. Spooky beats drive me wild. Get stabbed, a knife, open child. Old man, old style. Used to put kelp out the Nile, and I did it with a smile. Fake roots, smell vile. Rock like Hendrix at the aisle. After a while, see Egyptians on trial. Yeah, you, the one claiming proof. Unglued and unglued, expose their actions fully. Yeah, call me a bully, but that's fine. This is how you get bullied straight from the mind. Burning them. Cats out there, they have faith in y'all. They read all this, they do all this. Claiming they speak languages, curses.
Be the first to see it. Be the first to talk about it. The Witch-Finder General. And inhuman.
That's right. It's the Witch-Finder General. Oh, man. What's happening, y'all? It's Killer B, the goddamn Witch-Finder General. You got a witch. I burned their eyes up. Sorry I didn't get a chance to go on last night. I'm back with y'all again tonight. We're going to burn the house down and shit. Expose this damn wicked cult. And all their little splinter groups. I don't know if y'all ready, but I am. Y'all ready tonight? What's up, Myron? Myron Evans in the building. Hold on, I'll put the link in the chat in a second. What up, Yehuda? Halil? Barry Bennett? What's happening, y'all? All right, that's what's up, Barry Bennett. Thank you. Yeah, man. So, we got this old lady tonight. Old ass damn lady. Got the hammer. They gave her the football numbers. They should smoke her boots, though. That's what they should have did. They should have smoked her damn boots. And made some You got the death penalty in Florida? Pretty sure they got the death penalty in Florida. I don't know why this lady didn't get the damn death penalty. But I don't know. We're going to go and get into this. We're going to be talking about the house of prayer for all people. Cult. Led by none other than Mother Anna. Mother Anna with his old, I'm going to try to watch my language. For now. I'm sure it's going to get pretty raw towards the end of the video. It's going to get pretty raw. So just watch out for that when it comes. It's coming. This one we got crazy history. I'll play a news clip first. The news clip first. It gets kind of sorry because the site got all these damn ads and stuff on it. But anyway, Mother Mary has been accused of killing children. Children that people have left in her care to be a woman of God. People that looked up to her, that looked at her as a savior, a helping hand, someone that you can trust. This woman has done some horrible things. I'm going to let y'all know right from the rip. This woman set a baby on fire. This woman put a child in a bath of chemicals and burned the child. Now, this is not one person. This is not this one kid. Listen, let me find this video. Got all these damn tabs on my damn thing. Here. So, I got to put the link in for Myron. Let me get this link in here for you. Let me get this thing on the road here. Oh, 9 people up in here. All right. Let me put this link up in here. Anybody else would like to come on and talk? More welcome to. All right. Link in here. Okay. All right. There's the link. Come on in here. This article here. Get a YouTube one. It's right in front of me. It's not black. All right. Screen. Okie dokie. All right.
Can't sweep a child's life or any human life, innocent life, under the rug.
Ex-cult leader charged with murdering 2 toddlers is expected to spend the rest of her life in prison after pleading no contest in court. Now, 79-year-old Anna Young has been sentenced to serve the next 30 years in prison. Young pleaded no contest to charges of murder and manslaughter today in front of many survivors of the former Gainesville area cult House of Prayer. Joy Fluker turned her mother in for killing one of the children, which sparked an investigation that led to a second murder charge. And that investigation uncovered more.
Wait, hold on. Y'all heard that? You heard that? Y'all heard that right. Y'all heard it right the first time. Her daughter turned her in.
Claims of horrific abuse and neglect at the compound south of Gainesville. All the allegations surfacing because one woman turned her in, her daughter. On Your Side's Jocelyn Howard brings us her story.
I'm like having a shrieking fear. The box.
They lived through a nightmare.
and I thought she was dead.
Victims say they were starved, caged, tortured, even killed.
You did something wrong, you go in the box, and you could be in that box for days and then knowing you're going to come out.
Cult survivors.
But I start thinking, maybe I am insane.
With scars you can see.
And you know what's so crazy?
And many you cannot.
I was actually hoping a little bit I was.
3 decades later, the matriarch is facing her sins.
It was a tumultuous relationship.
As a child, Joy Fluker says she witnessed horrors, memories she held inside for decades.
I remember my mom like speaking in tongues and being filled with the Holy Ghost as he was getting whipped.
Memories sealed away until one day when her mother, Anna Young, criticized her parenting.
I blurted out.
Whoa. Says she's speaking in tongues. Now, I'm going to read something to y'all tonight. That's funny because I didn't hear that before when I listened to it. This was an Israelite cult that was fused with Pentecostal. Now, one of these articles I'm going to read, there was another church pastor. Excuse me. Shit strong tonight. Shit strong. There was another pastor that wrote the news people and said, hey, don't get me confused with the other house of prayer for all people. There's another house of prayer for all people. And guess what they're classified as? Take a guess. Israelite Pentecostal. Or it could be Hebrew Pentecostal. I think it said Israelite. I'm pretty sure it said Israelite. I wasn't going to, because I didn't want to give out no false information, because there's more than one house of prayer. The other house of prayer is another cult that goes by a name, and they call him Daddy something. It's really strange. A lot of problems within that group. I might do a video on that one in the future. And then there's another house of prayer for all people. All the same name. All the same name. The one is the one big mega church. That one's called United House of Prayer for all people. This one here that we're doing the show on tonight is called House of Prayer for all people. And there's another house of prayer just a few miles away from this. And he doesn't want to be associated. But as we see, they have what we're going to look at here, the same teaching. I wasn't going to, last night I was going to do the video, and I got sidetracked and started looking into that other one that claimed like Israelite keep the laws, all the feast days and all that stuff, right? And then I was like, nah, there's no connection with that. I didn't really see it like a true connection, but similarities in the groups and similar names. Well, no. What wasn't, I wasn't going to compare, link those two together because I thought it was in the same city. It wasn't in the same city. It was they were in separate cities, but seems like the teachings are the same. So, and I believe there's a lot of Christian churches that are actually going to start doing this. Start picking up this Hebrew Israelite ideologies and mixing it with normal Baptist, Methodist, Pentecostal Christianity, right? So let's read on. I just wanted to stop and say that.
How can you tell me how to raise my kids when you killed 2 children?
Hear that? She arguing with her mother. They're gonna get mad. It's gonna get so heated that she's gonna say, "Mom, how you gonna tell me how to raise my kids when you killed 2 children?"
So unbelievable that you wonder if it's true or not. The way that this case began was with a phone call from Anna's daughter, Joy.
The House of Prayer started out as supposed to be a safe haven.
It was a place for second chances, security, even salvation. Nearly 24 members joined Mother Anna over the next decade, including children attending her religious boarding school.
As people,
What's up, Meyer?
Hey, what's going on, bro? Go ahead, man.
You see what we got in front of us, right?
Right, yeah. I see it all, bro. The head coverings and all. Yeah.
Yep. And you saw the thumbnail? With the man.
Yeah. Hey, brother, you got. Hey, I heard you talking about the guy, the United House of Prayer. That was Daddy Grace. Daddy Grace. He was the overseer of all that, bro.
Daddy Grace. That's Daddy Grace. That's what it was. Daddy Grace. Yep.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yo, these some bad dudes right here, man.
For real, brother.
Yo, they had one dude in the House of Prayer, United House of Prayer, that embezzled $5 million from their job. And guess what they did with the money? Gave it all to the House of Prayer.
Yep.
$5 million. And gave it all to the church. Stole it. And gave it all to the church. You know why, right? Because we got to push that truth.
Yep. Got to push that doctrine out. Got to hey, we the truth. We the only ones in the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And I'm gonna say something else too that I never thought I would say. And I'm gonna announce today. This is gonna be a good video. Y'all just hold tight.
Even salvation. Nearly 24 members joined Mother Anna over the next decade, including children attending her religious boarding school.
As people started idolizing or other broken people, people began to look at you as the voice of God.
In her dark interpretation of the Pentecostal faith, Joy says her mother would torture and abuse members for their sins, starving, caging, and whipping them with extended.
See that shit? Being beat with extension cords.
They're willing to lay down and take beatings and whippings and starvations and be in boxes and eat cow manure and everything because they love God so much. They just want to be pure and holy.
Former members recall.
Y'all hear that?
What?
They want to be pure
and
holy.
Hey, bro.
Yep.
Hey, wait a minute. Did she say there was eating cow manure, brother?
Yes.
Man, come on, man.
And agree to it. Know what I'm saying? Just like the last dude I showed the other night, that old pimp dude, the Jerry Curl, he had the followers agree to the punishment. They agree to it. So they're not beating these people against their will. They're not beating these people against their will. They're not doing that. These people are agreeing to the torture because they want to be close to God. They want to be close to God. Unbelievable.
A 2-year-old named Katanya Jackson, whom Anna believed was possessed.
And everyone was chanting, the blood of Jesus, the blood of Jesus, the blood of Jesus. And she was in the middle of like a circle.
Katanya's brother, John Neal, told investigators Anna forced the toddler to run in circles and beat her if she stopped. Soon.
Y'all hear that? The blood of Jesus, the blood of Jesus. We got to get these demons out these kids.
After, John says the child began having seizures.
I heard her screaming in the next room over, getting a spanking, and it was intense. And then all of a sudden, the crying stopped.
Katanya's death certificate shows she died from a seizure disorder at Shands Hospital in Gainesville.
We understand today that certain injuries can cause seizures.
Look, see the timeline? Starting at 83.
This house, it was designed to conceal.
The hidden compartments at the
Torture house.
farm, those were areas built to hide John Neal.
A skin infection that landed 8-year-old John Neal in the hospital finally prompted a child abuse investigation. The same doctor who treated his sister Katanya noticed scars all over his body and part of his ear missing.
They would go in, they would see a very clean property, a very clean house, very orderly, very organized.
What they did not see was John Neal.
Missing.
I'll be damned if they ain't true. I said this on whose show I was on the other day. I said that. I said I heard people say before, people with the most cleanest houses and shit got the most to hide.
Anna had trapdoors, secret rooms, so she was able to hide children and to mask the goings on there.
Court documents detail the layout of the house we visited.
It was just under these stairs where he was trapped behind this wall, deprived of food, water, and sunlight, all while the investigators looking for him were just feet away.
There was never any charges there, so once again, it kind of flew under the radar.
In
85, 86.
1986, a new arrival. Iman Harper, the child of a teen mother in Chicago, whom Anna renamed Moses.
And I remember my mom getting the news.
Yep.
Chicago.
That's where she's from, and I guess,
You know?
and I guess where she got those teachings that she teaches from.
Okay.
About the Levitical laws, keeping the holy days, eating kosher food.
God, Brother Moses.
Joy says initially Anna thought he'd be the boy she and her husband Jonah never had.
After my dad died, I just remember my mom changing towards him.
Witnesses would later tell investigators Anna starved the child, beat him, and locked him in closets. One said she thought the boy's thumb would fall off.
His lips were so crusted over that part of his lip, like the crust, touched my finger. I've given it an order. And sometimes, thinking about it, I still feel it. I feel it because I still smell him.
Soon after, according to police, the former member found the toddler dead in a closet.
Anna ordered that child be taken outside to an area where they did the burning. The child was taken out to that fire and burned, according to witnesses.
Hear that?
Damn.
Took the child out to the yard and burned the child. Burn the child.
Where's Sister Cherry at? Sister Cherry need to come on in here, man, and talk about this, bro.
So enough. And burn the child. Kill the child. And you know what? And people stayed around. It said, witnesses said, people saw that. And this ain't all she done. This is the beginning. This is the beginning. There's a timeline.
Hey, brother, you got. Hey, what's the name of this video, brother?
Cult leader's daughter gives an inside look at the house of prayer.
Okay, bro. All right.
And people standing around and will watch this, just like the people stood around in the last quote. He was like, I showed y'all, getting beat with a 3-inch thick axe handle. The whole congregation taking turns on you, got you in a stock. And the people agreed to it. Sit there and watch it happen. Because they believe in the decision making of the leader. General Hines said he's second in command under Yahushua. ISUPK, General Yohana said he's second in command under Yahushua. He a bad man. That's crazy. People will sit right there and watch it. Watch it all.
Bro, I'm damn speechless, man, about this shit right here, man. I didn't This is my first time hearing about this, bro.
This is the beginning. She just got sentenced. They just sentenced her. And like, she went to jail, right? She didn't get caught for this one, right? At first and shit. But listen.
It would be decades before Joy shared that terrible memory with her half-sister.
So she came back and said, you know, not again. Like, what do you mean, not again? She goes, you know, that's how your sister died.
Anna and Jonah reported 6-year-old Catherine Davidson missing in 1973. The child was never found. Joy believes this is what triggered her mother's extreme faith.
Paying penance, Kathy's death, you know, and my dad right along with her. You know, they started up to help people.
Look at that nigga with the big ass beard. He look like some of the dudes y'all look at right now being on Facebook and YouTube. I wonder what happened if they get caught without their head covering.
Anna's church collapsed in 1992 after the case of 12-year-old Nikki Nicholson.
She was in the chemical bath. She received burns on her legs.
Police reports say Nikki was held down in a metal tub filled with chemicals and scalding water.
It took these ways to...
The lady took Tide bleach, and what was it? Tide bleach, some other chemical, and boiling hot water. Yep. Because the child got a devil on her. So put the child in boiling hot water with a whole bunch of cleaning chemicals.
Dang.
And burn the kid up. Y'all look. Look at the legs. Burn the skin off. Look. Y'all see it? Look.
Back, she received burns on her legs.
Police reports say Nikki was held down in a metal tub filled with chemicals and scalding water.
It took these ways to exonerate the devil from people.
The girl suffered second-degree burns and had to learn how to walk again. Charged with child abuse, Anna fled with Joy and remained on the run until 2000.
Was on the run until 2001. On the run until 2001.
She was located living with relatives in an attic in Chicago. She was extradited back down here and ended up serving time over that.
Anna served 192 days in jail, but it would be another 16 years before she was back in police custody.
192 days in jail.
If it wouldn't have been for Joy calling and having these memories and telling us about it, this would have gone unnoticed, unpunished.
Anna was charged with murdering Iman Harper. Just this week, she was charged with killing Katanya. And Michigan police have reopened the cold case disappearance of 6-year-old Catherine.
It took a lot of courage from a lot of different people to come forward, bring this to light.
Thanks to these survivors, for the first time in more than 3 decades, Iman, Katanya, and Catherine have a voice.
What I'm not going to do, though, is...
Look the way the house look, y'all. See that fortress fence around it? That's the temple. Got your outer gate and all that stuff. Y'all gotta pay attention to shit like that. They be wanting they shit to look like the biblical stuff. You know what I mean? The house represents the temple. They got the gate that go around it, and I bet they got on the doorposts. Got the stuff, the camera, whatever you're supposed to put on the doorpost outside. I bet they got all that there. Now nobody could look in. And she's supposed to be almost like a foster mother, taking kids off the street. Parents can't take care of their kids. They leave the kids with her. And look what she do with them.
Lie about, the lives that were lost during the process.
And this woman here know her mama wasn't shit. They ain't told on.
Of, you know, all of this journey, because I feel like if I live with those, then I'm just as guilty.
Jocelyn Howard, First Coast News, on your side.
Can't speak a child's life or any.
See that shit? Good. Thanks, Salil. All right, let me get this next article here. All right. All right. Check this out. It was the smell that first grabbed John Neal's attention. An elderly woman was wearing a denim skirt, a head wrap, and too much perfume when she ambled by as he waited in a self-checkout line at the Walmart in Marietta last summer. The 6'5" Air Force combat veteran stomach tightened and his heart raced as he watched her move slowly towards the frozen food aisle and out of sight. In the parking lot, he took pictures of her burgundy minivan. Forgiven, read one of the religious bumper stickers on the back. He quickly dialed a cold case detective in North Central Florida, more than 325 miles away, to tell him one thing: I saw her. A few months later, Anna Elizabeth Young was arrested at her Marietta home, where a flock of plastic animals and a white picket fence graced the front yard. Young, 76, had been living a quiet life there for the past 15 years. Now she stands charged with beating and starving a toddler to death decades ago at a religious cult. Authorities says she ran outside of Gainesville, Florida. Young was pleaded not guilty. Her attorney declined the Atlanta Journal-Constitution's request for an interview. See the old bitch here? Unbelievable. Some have trouble squaring the image of Young as a violent cult leader with a pious woman that they knew in Cobb County who worked as a private nurse caring for the elderly. She's a Christian lady to me, said Modestine Henry, who attended church with Young, a former neighbor she's known for 2 decades. Wow. But others say the toddler's death is just one breadcrumb along a well-documented trail of horror and death. The AGC found that Young, who still goes by the name Mother Anna, has been accused of beating, torturing, abusing numerous children and adults over the past half century. Court records show that she was convicted in '92 of child abuse after bathing a young cult member in bleach. She was investigated for allegedly convincing a family to leave a young boy on the steps of a church in Puerto Rico. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? I don't know if I still got the article up, but it seems like the child that they had leave looked Spanish. And she said that the child, or she was like, they could tell that she had suspicion that that child wasn't theirs, or like the kid was from the mother or something like that, right? But anyway, from what I gathered from it, it was that the child didn't look black. And they made the family get rid of the child. They took the child to Puerto Rico and left them there. The mother says she dressed the little boy up like a girl and left him on the steps of the Catholic Church in Puerto Rico. And to this day, they don't know where that boy at to this day. To this day. This woman made that family, a man and a woman, throw their child away. Threw him away. And on Wednesday, the FBI agent traveled to the Alachua County Jail in Florida to ask Young new questions about the disappearance of the 6-year-old stepdaughter in the 70s. Right? The kids went swimming or whatever, and next thing you know, the child gone, and nobody know where he at. She refused to answer the questions, but the investigation could end with more charges for Young in connection with the death of a second child. Last summer, authorities swarmed the old Colt property outside McCanopy, Florida, after receiving information taken from Young's own daughter, who lives in the metro Atlanta. Young now faces a charge for the death of Evan Harper, who was given the name Moses when his mother handed him over to Young's house of prayer for all people. She was given that child. Records indicate his mother worked the streets of Chicago and couldn't take care of it. The boy died at the Colt in the late 1980s at the age of 2 or 3. Witnesses inside the Colt reported his body was burned, but it still has not been found. Neil, who told the AJC he was abused at the Colt, recalled Young's hold on the members. She had more power than God out there in that place. She was God out there. Whatever she said happened. Young sits in jail without bond on a first-degree murder charge, the first serious murder count Florida has. It carries 2 punishments, life in prison or death by the state. Life or death. Oh, so they do got the death. Look, she was on the FBI most wanted back in the day. Look, that's her back in the day in the 70s. Wow. Other end, that shit, they were doing the same thing we were doing out here. Women do out here stuff today. Mother Anna didn't exist in the 1973. There was Anna Davidson, who loved disco and lived in where? Chicago, with her husband Robert and their children. Anna Davidson was a strict disciplinarian, but wasn't religious. That and a lot of other things changed following Labor Day weekend that year. The 6-year-old girl with French braids who loved her Raggedy Ann doll was reported missing along Lake Michigan. Catherine Davidson and the biological daughter of Robert Davidson and stepdaughter to Anna. So that's the husband's, that's her husband's kid. The story the family told was that they went to Warren Dunes State Park to enjoy a picnic. Once there, the siblings zipped down to the water. 15 minutes later, Kathy was gone. The search for her drew hundreds from Detroit, Northern Ohio, Indiana, and other parts of Illinois. Helicopter pilots scanned the area, but found nothing. Of course not, said Joy Fluker, Anna's daughter. Fluker recently told the FBI that her half-sister Kathy was already dead after being beaten, tied, and gagged in a closet in Davidson's Chicago apartment. But back in 73, the parents told police they were eager to help with the search. A local police chief in Michigan, all right, somebody came up in here. Oh, Myra came back. Hold on, Myra, I'll get you up in there. All right, I'm back. All right, you hear me?
Yeah, bro. Go ahead.
All right, cool. All right. But back in 1973, the parents told police they were eager to help with the search. The local police chief in Michigan reported that the third night their little girl was missing, the Davises were seen sitting in a station wagon with another couple about 2 or 3 a.m. They were all laughing and drinking beer. According to the police record, the chief dictated, they had a bottle in the car. He feels it was a whiskey bottle, but not sure, but cannot say for sure. He thought to himself, they sure don't appear to be grieving parents. When police interviewed the family, look at that girl right there. That's the girl that supposedly went missing. Look at that. The little girl, gone. When police interviewed the family 2 weeks after Kathy went missing, the remaining kids all told the same story as their parents. Not anymore. Fluker, who wasn't born at the time of the disappearance, recently told police that her older sister admitted to her many years later that Kathy died in a closet at their home in Chicago. Fluker said her sister described hearing scratching all night that suddenly stopped. Fluker told police that when her sister peered inside the closet, she saw Kathy's body in the fetal position. A new report from Michigan Police last year said the picnic was a guise to cover up Kathy's death. In their grief over Kathy's death, Fluker said her parents turned to religion. They moved to Zebulon, about 50 miles south of Atlanta. It was here the teaching of the house of prayer of all people began to take shape. Her mother turned to a rigid Old Testament set of beliefs. That meant wearing full-length robes, adhering to a Levitical diet, the rules of eating laid out in the book of Leviticus. Essentially, kept kosher. They kept kosher. It was her penance for what happened to Kathy, said Fluker, who believed her half-sister's death in the closet was an accident. They soon put down roots in an even more remote location. Robert and Anna Davidson and a fellow believer they met in Georgia signed a deed in September 28, 1983 to 4 acres of property in a rural stretch of Florida. The house of prayer for all people started there with good deeds. Now, you see this, right? They started this religion. They did something to the kid, and the kid went missing. Oh, actually, the girl said kid starved to death in their closet, died, right? So they turned to religion, and now you got them coming up on their own with this idea.
Bro, they was teaching old covenant teachings, brother. So yes, they proclaim themselves to be Israelites, bro. Right?
All right, I'm back. Hey, Cherry Love, I didn't see you up in here. I dropped the link up in this joint. Gotta be good now. All right. You see this? You see this foolishness? Oh, there you go, the link. Myron too. I got the link back up in here. Well, it's supposed to be back up in here. What's going on? I won't send. All right, there it goes. All right, there goes the link. Share this thing back over. Okay. All right. Here we go. So we see here, where I leave off here. All right, so they killed that little girl. All right, somebody came up in here. All right, Myron. All right, my bad. Internet was tripping. So I believe I left off on all right, so yeah. The couple learned this thing, learned this religion, right? And they moved to Florida and brought, what is it, 50 acres of land, I believe. And with another believer. So these people trying to start up a commune, you hear the Hebrew Israelites now talking about, we need land. We need to get some land so, you know, the brothers can stay together, living on the land. No, nigga, you're going to stay on that commune until they kill you for not keeping the laws of the Most High. You forget your fringes. You did like I showed the other coat that was in Alabama or whatever, and they put them in the stocks and will beat your behind with a 3-inch thick axe handle. And here go this lady here, starving her kid to death and gonna burn them up in the backyard. A lot of these rural places in the South, they burn their trash. Like you got a big area of land, I guess they ain't no garbage man. Right here, we got the garbage man. We put the trash can outside, the garbage man come get that shit. But oh, my. Oh, did you give some serious and give 20 minutes? All right, cool.
He just came in from work.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So like, yeah, these people want to get land and all this stuff, and you're behind these stuff right up on there, and you pay money to get up in there, and guess what's gonna happen? Your name ain't gonna be on that deed. I guarantee you that. Guarantee you that. So when they see you not following the laws of the Most High, they're gonna put you off that property, and you ain't gonna have no say in it. All right, let me finish reading this thing here. All right. Turned to religion. They moved to Zebulon, about 50 miles south of Atlanta. It was here the teachings of the house of prayer for all people began to take shape. Her mother turned to a rigid Old Testament set of beliefs that meant wearing full-length robes, adhering to a Levitical diet, and rules of eating laid out in the book of Leviticus. Essentially, they kept kosher. It was her penance for what happened to Kathy, said Fluker, who believed her half-sister death in the closet. They soon put down roots in even more remote locations. Robert and Anna Davidson, and a fellow believer, they met in Georgia, signed a deed on September 28, 83 to 4 acres of property in a rural stretch of Florida. The house of prayer for all people started with their good deeds. Fluker said her mother prayed with people and took in children, and sometimes whole families. But things changed. There are many kids off US 441, where Marshall Odom lives in North Central Florida. There were even fewer when he was growing up. 3 decades ago, when Oldham was 10 years old, he and his sister rode their bikes down Wakala Road and onto a dirt path. It's now a rutted residential road where Spanish moss hangs to meet the top of your car and palm fronds tickle your windows. As they pedaled around a curve, they saw children in the yard. Know what they observed here. They saw children in the yard of a large house surrounded by trees with wooden crosses nailed to them. Trees with wooden crosses nailed to them. He was excited to see other kids. Maybe they want to play. But the children dressed in long robes dropped what they were doing and vanished inside. He never saw them again. This was the house of prayer for all people. The closest town is Canopy, with an estimate population of 636 people. Historians say it's Florida's oldest continuously settled inland community. It's dubbed itself the town that time forgot. The House of Prayer for All People operated there for about a decade, starting in the mid-'80s, reaching about 24 resident members at its largest. Its members are recruited by various methods, include taking in people from rehabilitation and nursing homes and taking children from parents struggling financially. So you get that free labor, you getting the drug addicts and shit coming in, and you know they all about it, the religion and thing, that's saving their life. You know what I mean? They got off the drugs, so whatever going down, they with it. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the children from families struggling financially, and you got the women from the people from the nursing homes. So the nursing home people probably got money. So when they die, guess who getting that money? Her. Art Forgery, spokesman for the Alachua County Sheriff's Office, said forensic scientists spent 2 weeks digging at the old property last summer looking for human remains, but found nothing. Forgery said he is aware of allegations that Young killed other children, but he said he doesn't anticipate his agency will file any more charges. In the hundreds of pages of police reports reviewed by many of the agency dating from 1983 to 2017, officers wrote that many of the alleged crimes Young committed happened too long ago to bring charges. They also said that they had trouble getting the truth out of witnesses and victims, who are often members of the cult. They ain't gonna tell on their dad, their mama. Here's what it comes. One of the kids living in Florida cult compound was Fonda Favors. Now 45, Favors said her family ended up at the compound after her older sister met a cult member's mother on a bus. Favors was 9 and wanted a dollhouse. Check this out. Check this out. Wanted a dollhouse, so the cult got her one. Her mother was poor and liked seeing her daughter happy and well fed, so she stayed. Favors was given the name Sister Rachel. The abuse began after she was separated from her mother, sisters, and nephew. You got beaten so bad to where I wouldn't cry, said Favors, now living in a nearby Ocala, Florida. I don't think anyone could hit me today and I would cry. The tears wouldn't come. In March 88, Anna Young's husband, Robert Davidson, was found crushed to death under the Ford pickup truck at a nearby junkyard. The medical examiner ruled his death accidental. With her husband dead, Young's beatings grew worse. So did other forms of abuse. Favor's mother and Young had a confrontation over money that ended up with her and her mother finally escaping from the cult. Favor's older sister, Sabrina, who was in her 20s at the time, stayed on at the cult with her nephew, Marcos. So look, they getting whole family members staying there. And look, your mama and daddy will leave, but your ass will fucking stay there like a fool.
Damn.
Young talked Sabrina into getting rid of Marcos, who was about 2 or 3 at the time, because he was full of the devil. Talked Sabrina into getting rid of Marcos, her nephew, who was about 2 or 3 at the time, because he was full of the devil. Sabrina and another cult member flew to Puerto Rico in December in '84 with the boy dressed in pink as if he were a girl. They took him to a Catholic church in a poor neighborhood and left him there. No one knows what became of him, Favor said. And where we see that? Where the child got the devil in him. Wasn't that Peter Moses or something like that? That said that one of the kids had the devil in him or something? It killed him? Mm-hmm. One of them Israelites did the same thing. The cult began to crumble in '92 after police investigated Young for bathing a 12-year-old girl in bleach, leaving her bedridden with blisters and burns. Took a 12-year-old girl and put her in a tub of hot bleach. The girl's parents met members of House of Prayer for All People at a religious revival meeting. See, look, this can be regular people, like regular church stuff. You go to revival meetings and stuff. They have them out here. They have a park or something, and they have the revival meetings like in the summer, and all the people out there and stuff. I don't know how to. I think they be like guest priests, like guest preachers and stuff, I guess, or preachers that trying to get on their thing. Hey, Sister Cherry. Get you up in here. What's up, Sister Cherry? What's going on?
God bless you, dear brother. How are you?
Good. God bless you too, Sister Cherry. You see this mess?
I'm listening to this, and this is one of my greatest fears. Since I started doing apologetics against the Hebrew Israelite movement, I always wondered, and I always knew in the back of my mind that there's more victims. And I even said this live on my channel, and even privately with people that I have counseled who have endured abuse from this occult. We can't give a full account of how many victims who have been victimized from 2016 all the way to the beginning of this occult. So if you think about it, if you go back to, like William Crowley, right? That's what, 1909, something like that, 1900, all the way to 2016. How many people have been destroyed or affected or milked for money or spiritually, mentally, emotionally abused by this occult? And let me say this in conjunction with this. Let me make this clear. The Bible don't teach to do nothing like this. Okay, whether you're a believer or not. And just look at it. Look through the book. You will clearly see The Bible don't teach to do anything like this. This is something else. This is cult. This is heresy. This is almost one. Well, we already know the witchcraft, so ain't no denying.
Yep.
The Bible don't teach to do anything like that, especially to harm children. Jesus clearly said that if anyone was to harm a hair on a child, bring any harm to a child, it would be better for him or her to put a millstone around their neck and drown in the sea. So, I mean, this right here is cruelty, and it makes me sick to my stomach. Like right now, my stomach is just twisted from what I seen the other night.
Yep.
And I was laying in the bed with my baby. That's why I couldn't come up here on a platform, because I was putting her to sleep. But at the same time, I was listening to what you were bringing out, Killer B, and it just caused me to hold my 4-year-old tighter.
Yeah.
You know, and it drew tears to my eyes, because I have a 15-year-old, I have an 11-year-old son, and I have a 4-year-old baby. And to think that these type of monsters who are trying to portray themselves to be of God are not of God. And so, and then got the nerve to blame it on God's word or God, as if they're doing a favor for God. No, you're not. These people are of their father, the devil. These people are wicked as hell. And so some people get at me and say, well, Sister Cherry, you shouldn't be rude to them, and I know some of my brothers and sisters in the body of Christ mean well. But I'm going to tell you something. These bastards right here, just imagine this picture right here. Just imagine if this was your daughter, if that was your grandbaby, or if that was your baby, or that was your family member. You feel what I'm saying? And so it's different when you're on the outside looking in, but it's a whole lot different, Killer B, when it actually happens and hits your home. See, folks start talking that left side. Shut up, Cherry. The folk, because I almost went there. Folks start talking that left side. It's easy to talk that when it ain't hit your home. But see, sorry, Mama Mary. Sorry, I got to put you on blast again. Mama Mary is a beautiful woman. And because of the Hebrew Israelite movement, destroyed 22 years of a beautiful marriage. How do you justify that? And I want all Hebrew Israelites, because, they like to hide in the bush, because they ain't got no answer for this kind of stuff. You see what I'm saying? And so, and I'll say this, Killer B, even though I'm against the cussing, but you know what, bro? You say what we can't say. See what I'm saying? You say we can't say. That's why I really don't pressure you. I said, because you know what? I can't say it, but he can say it. And so that's why I fold back. And I listen, when folks like, why would you play his shut your mouth? Because if you went through that, you'll be cussing up the wazoo if somebody did this to your family. So it's a whole nother ball game when it hits your family. When my cousin fell into that mess, let me tell you, bro, and I'm just gonna give you the meat of it. When she finally realized that ISUPK was full of stuff, right? Because of the man that she was with, right? In a polygamous relationship, gave her an STD, baby. That's gonorrhea and chlamydia, right? While she was pregnant with her baby, with my second cousin, because she's my first cousin, that will make her baby my second cousin. And so when she was pregnant with the baby, he gave her that mess, sleeping with 3 other women that was living in the house with her. 3 times this woman tried to commit suicide. And finally, when she realized that they wasn't nothing, let me tell you, when we picked her up, she was only out there with a nightgown on, and the baby only was wrapped in a sleeper, in a blanket. Wow. In the middle of March. And mind you, at that time, I was 8 months pregnant. I'm sorry. I was about to deliver my youngest boy. And so at 1:00 in the morning, she called me and my husband to come and pick her up at 95th and State. I will never forget it. It was dead of winter, bro. And you think that nigga gave one drop about her or that baby? Not at all. Hebrew Israelites don't care about nobody else but themselves. They are wicked. They evil. Just out of pocket.
Yeah. To him, she wicked. To him, she wicked. Because she won't listen to him.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take his order. She wicked.
Yeah. Yeah. You deemed a Jezebel.
Yep.
You deemed something evil, wicked. But it ain't you. See, when you deem evil when you grow a brain, when you start thinking for yourself, when you start using common sense, right? But really, they the ones that's wicked. They the ones that's evil. Hebrew Israelism is just they like succubus. They will suck the life out of you and do all kind of wicked things to you. And when they confronted with the BS that they have done, we don't know nothing about that. That wasn't me, sister. I would never let one of them bastards ever call me a sister.
Yep.
I will cut your tongue out your mouth. And this is why I go at them the way I do. This is why I have the attitude the way that I have. Because listen, they smooth talkers. That's why I've been telling the Christian community, don't trust these bastards. Because just because they say, oh, I believe in salvation, or I believe in faith, grace, and mercy, don't get enthused about that. God already told you that. So what is you excited for? Demon can repeat whatever is out there. In fact, it can repeat it better than you. What the hell is you excited for? Realize what's in front of you. Oh, Killer B, get this, because I've been on Snap, bro. Listen.
Yeah. They'll fool you to like you said, they'll talk with you. Yeah, I believe in salvation and all this stuff, and then they'll lead you into their doctrine. They'll change. They'll talk like what they're saying to you is already pre-done. They already looking for the result that they want. So I'm going to mention this. He's going to respond this way, and then I'm going to respond with, "Well, did you know?" That's the famous phrase. Did you know that Christ is really Caesar Borgia? Did you know? Know what I'm saying? Did you? And they got their cheat sheet, the Israelite breakdowns. They call them the breakdowns, right? Where all the scripture, you memorize them in a row, and the scripture it just leads you to the next precept, and it paint the picture the way you want it to be painted. And you just that to the person.
Absolutely. And got the nerve to use the word of God as a manipulation tool. I mean, and listen, I'm known amongst the Hebrew Israelite community as the ruled bee. You know I can't say the act, but you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
And you know what? I embrace that. I embrace that title. Let me tell you why. I know I'm not no female dog, but I want them to know that I don't like you. I don't like, if it's any Hebrew Israelites listening, I don't like you. I don't hate you because you're not worth the sin. But I want you to know I don't like you. I don't. You're an enemy of God, therefore you're an enemy of mine. I don't like you. I don't like nothing about none of y'all. And for you to be stupid enough to follow something like this that can do this to your fellow brother or sister or a child, you are a savage animal to me. I don't look at you as a human being. No. You're a dog.
Not at all.
I don't like you. I don't. They will never get respect from me, ever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I used to tell this one dude used to be over here with me. He be trying to debate all the Israelites and stuff. I'm like, why are you trying to like reason and like stuff with them? I said, yo, you gotta go there and just beat them up, and that's it. Like, there's nothing else to talk about. They ain't no like, yeah, man, he's cool. No, he's not. He's not cool. I said, you go there, you beat him up, and you be out. There's nothing to talk about. There's
Mhm.
nothing to talk about.
Bro, this is just, you know, even though these are past stories, a lot of people don't know about them. And it was funny the other day when you brought out Joy Morgan. Now, Joy Morgan, that's recent. Okay,
Yep.
that's every bit of 2000. She went missing December 28th or December 26th, Hanukkah, day after
Yep.
Christmas, right? At that place. And they didn't report her missing or anything. Her mom was looking for her. Do you know IUIC still has not spoken to that girl's mother yet?
I believe because she wicked.
Yeah,
She wicked.
yeah. They didn't give no condolences. She even tells you what it was like in the courtroom. They wouldn't even look at the woman in her face.
Yep.
They didn't contribute a damn dime to her funeral, her memorial, because her mama had her cremated.
Wow.
So, you know.
Wow. Unreal.
They didn't say nothing. Not even, sister, I'm sorry. Sister, our condolences. Nothing. In fact, when we were saying where's Joy Morgan, all over the internet, right?
Yep.
All them bastards was acting like she wasn't missing.
Yep. We ain't do nothing. Oh, she was taken off the chat. She must have did something wicked.
Yeah.
Most High killed her. You know how to do it.
Demonize that girl. Oh, she must have ran off with some man.
Yep.
You wicked bastard.
Yep. Like they did on Ayana, the girl that's she's still in there. Ayana's still in there. They said they said the hell with her son right in her face. And she sat right there and said,
Yep.
He didn't love the Most High, so the Most High took him out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's how Nathaniel treats one of his sons. One of his sons is not in the movement at all. He doesn't agree with it.
That's
so
good.
They just owned him.
You know that.
That must be the oldest one.
That's the oldest one.
Yep. That must be the oldest one. Good. Good for him. Good for him.
And his mama literally I got the video. Literally said, to hell with him. Disowned him as her son. But little do she know, your son walked away from you long time ago.
Yep.
When he seen the mess that y'all was wrapped up into. Oh yeah. IUIC, all of them. It don't matter if they in the camp or out of the camp.
They used to
y'all
come in late.
Across the board. Huh?
I thought that was weird on Sabbath classes. They would always come late. They would always come late. That's really strange. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, are they really taking this serious? Everybody else in here taking it serious? And y'all
stand up and bow to them like they somebody.
You Nate's wife was the dancer in the Heavy video. Damn, I forgot. Oh man, I forgot the name of the song. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's one of his Heavy's biggest, one of his big like hits and stuff like that. She was a dancer. She was a model.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Rap videos, like rap video.
I didn't know that either.
She would have been better off doing that than what she's doing right now, because they leading a lot of people to hell.
Yep.
They are.
Yeah, yes, they is. Yep. Yes. They sat here and told that woman the Most High killed him because he ain't followed the Most High right in her face. And the news was interviewing her about her son, and the cult just took over the interview and talked about the truth.
Yeah. That's what they do. This is what, and they listen, and they use systemic racism as a hook. And that's something that tugs on the heartstrings on both sides of the ticket. Black people, white people, no matter what, right? Yep. But here's the thing. The KKK killed us physically.
Mm-hmm.
These niggas is killing us spiritually and even physically. Which one?
And financially.
Say that, Sister Cherry.
I said that. And so I don't mince any words with them at all, Killer B. You seen that. And neither should you. And neither should you, Brother Myron. Call these people out for what they are. I say people very tightly because the way that they move is in an animalistic way. This is Judaism. This is not real Judaism. I'm gonna tell you that right now. All right. Even though Judaism has some differences from Christianity, at this point, I'm gonna speak on behalf of both. Judaism, this is not real Judaism. This is some other BS. And they ain't no Christians. See, IUIC now trying to say, well, we the original Christians. The hell you are. No, you're not. No, you're not. And we made sure from the government all the way down to a person with one subscriber knows the distinction between us and them. I will never, and I want to say this, and I'm going to say this again on my channel later on today, because today is tomorrow. So, I want to let everybody know I denounce every last one of these heretical bastards. That's why I have no problem calling them bastards. I don't.
They is.
You are that.
Yep. And I don't, and I'm on all of them. They said, well, not all of them. I like all of them. I said, you come from over there? Yeah, well, yeah, but all of them. Be the same thing. I would hear nothing.
Every last one of them. Last one of them. And they listen. What's this? Joy Morgan's mother can't walk properly now because of the stress. Her mom walks on a crutch. I know that. I know that. A lot of us had the privilege to email her, but here it is, not one IUIC member. And when they brought out the documentary about what happened to Joy Morgan, you should have seen the comment. They didn't acknowledge that girl at all. No, I'm sorry. No condolences to her mother. Just IUIC did this for us and made me a better person. The hell it did.
Man, fuck that.
Made you more of a child of hell than what you was. You would have been better off what you was before, because right now you worse than what you were before.
Sister Cherry. So
yes.
None of them acknowledge the death of this black woman. You know what I'm saying? All right. She's supposed to, quote unquote, being an Israelite. They did not acknowledge her and her death. All they talking about is how IUIC brought me out, you know what I'm saying? From the streets, from drug addiction, and things like that. But when it comes to the death of this black woman, they had nothing to say about that. Huh?
Listen, the way I look at IUIC, a crackhead would die with more dignity than these bastards would.
Hello. Yeah.
Yep. And when I was an Israelite, I used to be talking to people, I see on the street and stuff like now. I look at people and I'm like, they better off doing what they doing. I see the friend I ain't seen in a long time, and he gave me the Israel salute. Like, he never really joined the Israelites, but he used to listen to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we sitting around hanging out, I'm just talking all this Israelite stuff, and he taking it all in. He's like, yeah, I'm an Israelite. Like, you know what I mean? But he going about his business and stuff. But he say he an Israelite. So he gave me this, like, man, that's a fake. You're like, what? He's like, what do you mean?
And the crazy thing is, we finding out about more and more past deaths that they swept underneath the rug. Like in 2016, I just knew about the Peter Moses situation. Then it started to escalate with the domestic violence. Then more deaths, Quenisha Williams, then Deidre Patterson, Joy Morgan, and it's a few more in between. It was another young boy who did a suicide by death by car. to impress the leadership in IUIC. And so, and then not to mention ISUPK, the way that they beat and just destroy the will, the spirit of men and women, turn the men into abusers and the women to be abused. One guy even calls, he was, I guess, quote, and they're not real marriages, by the way. But the sister that he was dealing with, literally, he called, because she didn't do what he liked. He calls her to eat dog feces. He made her eat dog feces.
That was this lady.
Yeah.
The lady video today, she was doing giving people dog feces. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And y'all call yourselves people of God. I despise Hebrew Israelism with every fiber in my body. And if you don't turn away and repent, listen, they don't turn away and repent for all that they have done. Listen, rightfully so. It is rightfully so for them to end up in hell. Listen, I wouldn't crack a tear.
Make it there. I could be in their head the whole time.
When the New Jersey shooting happened, let me say this, when the New Jersey shooting happened, I'm gonna be honest. The only people that I felt for was the victims. But them two heretics that killed that cop, killed the Uber driver, and killed those 6 people. No, they killed, I think it was either 5 people that they killed in that market. And one was severely wounded. They shot his arm off. My tears were for them.
Oh.
But to those other 2 that did that, I shed not one tear. Not one. Not one. And I want Hebrew Israelites to know, listen, I wouldn't shed a tear for you. Not at all. I wouldn't. I'll be lying to you, Killer B, if I said that I would. And I have never lied to you. And I'm not even gonna start that trend. I'm gonna tell you, I can't. They done did too much wrong.
Oh.
From disrespecting God all the way down to humanity. No.
Like, I can't see how they could fix themselves up to look at these videos. If you go on my Facebook, you be like, damn, they hate you. I mean, they just like you said, they don't have no remorse for the victims or nothing. All of us ain't like that. Or they say, well, what about the white people? What about the Christians? They be doing stuff. I said, but I'm talking about you. This is what you is.
Where's the white man involved in Joy Morgan's death?
Hello.
Where's the white man involved in this sister's death that you got her picture up here right now? Who did that? Where's the white man regarding what Peter Moses did to Antoinette Williams and that 7-year-old boy that he took down in the basement and shot execution style? What Caucasian or Christian was involved in that?
Mm-hmm.
Please find it for me. Okay. Where was Konisha Williams and I think it was Deidre Patterson when old dude literally shot her in the face, beat and shot the 5-year-old because the 5-year-old was crying over his mother and beat the 7-year-old to death. The only one that lived to walk away was a 3-year-old. And the only reason why, he said, is because the 3-year-old reminded him of himself. So could you find the white man or a Christian involved in that? Don't worry, niggas. I'll wait.
Yup. That's crazy, man. It's like, and all these people was in camps, and all the kids hide their hands. We don't know this dude. We put him out a long time ago. Oh, he was wicked. They learned it from you.
Mm-hmm.
That,
And telling
that.
people. We've been telling people, like I try to reach out to those who are straddling on the fence.
Oh.
Listen, your life you may be going through trials and tribulations right now. But I'm telling you, it'll be way worse if you walk into an occult like this, any occult. If you walk into this occult, you think your life is bad now, your life is going to be shattered into pieces. And here's the thing. Them bastards are not going to help you pick up them pieces at all. They not.
Nope.
They not.
So ain't.
Because when they done chewing you up, spitting you out, I done talked to people who done went into foreclosure. I done talked to people whose marriages were shattered. I done talked to people who have been separated from their family. And listen, guess what? I'm going to tell you something. Just because they're your family ain't no guarantee that that relationship is going to be repaired after all of the damage that you have done because you was influenced by this garbage. Guess what? And you got to live with that. You can't get mad at your mama. You can't get mad at your daddy. You can't get mad at your aunt or your cousin or your grandmama or granddad. If they take your black behind back, it's by grace. And if they don't, rightfully so. I done dealt with husband and wives. Husbands have walked away from their wives and left them destitute. And then when they realized that this was full of mess, right? It was all what it was cracked up to be. They called me to beg for their wives back. And their wives be like, I know you didn't have the audacity to call me after what this fool did. I done got cussed out quite a few times. I ain't gonna lie. And I ain't mad. I ain't mad. That's why church say I don't deal with the aftermath. If you know what? Because rightfully so. You had no business stepping into some BS like that. And you know what? To all men that walk into this type of foolishness and stay in it, you weak as hell.
Yep.
You weak.
Damn. Hello.
You weak. You lucky I could listen. You lucky y'all didn't meet me 15, 20 years ago, because I would have called you a weak BN.
Oh,
hey, Sister Cherry.
Yep.
Sister Cherry, a WBAN. A weak bitch ass nigga.
There you go. You said it for me. I didn't say it. Myron said it.
You didn't say it. Hey, me and brother you God, we gonna talk about it. We gonna say it for you, sister. We don't give a shit. God damn it.
Yeah, man. It's like, yo, for real. Like all these videos I put up, and they still looking at it like you 40. I'm like, I was like, you can't see what I'm putting up, and you're still in this. Like I was like a little, like I get out a little cool, right? A little all right. But I get out him, I'll get out him quick. You already know what time it is. But even he be hanging out over here and stuff. I'm like, yo. Oh man.
You listen. You sit up here, you allow these people to tell you when you can be with your woman. You allow these people to run your house. You allow these people to get all in your money. You allow these people to tell you what job to take, what job not to take, when you can work, when you can't work. Y'all not free in Christ. You in bondage.
Hello.
Okay? And then you got the audacity to try to say that you Israel, like you so strong. Oh, you weak. You weak.
It makes you feel strong. If you look at the camps when they teaching, look at all the young kids that be out there.
How? Wait a minute.
You see them, they chest poked out. They chest be little.
No. I know niggas in county jail that got more freedom than these Negroes do. All right? And y'all on the street, explain that to Cherry Love right now.
Yep. They ain't got no freedom. None. None.
None.
They got classes every night.
Every goddamn day, man. It's a video coming out every day. They have a class, so-called class, every day on Facebook, Periscope. You know what I'm saying? YouTube. Every damn day, man. They teaching the same old garbage, man.
Same old garbage.
I remember when Lava Cop from IUIC, when he first came in the truth, the first time he ever came to an Israelite class.
You said Lava Cop?
Yeah. He was from Connecticut. So, oh damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Forgot what I was gonna say. Lost my thought. Go ahead, Byron.
No, I just want to say this, man. Look, hey, let me tell you something, man, about some of these guys that be teaching, you know what I'm saying, to the people and everything like that. A lot of these cats, man, they are narcissists, brother.
Yeah.
In a negative way. They are straight up narcissists, man. Okay. They look in the mirror, but they don't see their imperfections. They always want to point a finger at everybody else, man, you know, and look at, you know, what everybody else is doing. What y'all not keeping the laws. You know, you ain't got no beard on your face. You ain't wearing your fringes. You know what I'm saying? All that bullshit, man.
Program.
Man, exactly. Bro, it's straight up indoctrination, man. These niggas, man, they straight up manipulators, brother. That's all they are, man.
Yep, it's like you
in shit, man. I don't give a shit, man. How many fucking excuse my language, people. I don't care how many videos they make or whatever. These niggas, man, they are false prophets and wolves in sheep clothing, bro. That's who they are. These niggas don't give a shit, man, about nobody. They don't.
I totally believe 90% of them know that it's BS, and 10% of them actually kind of believe it, but they still trying to get all this money and whatever they trying to do too.
I'm telling you, man. That's what it's all about. These same niggas, you know, they want to make videos about paying tithes and things like that. Then, you know, then they turn around and talk about, you know, give us your alms and shit like that. But what did Jesus say in the scriptures? He said, if you give your alms, do it in secret. Whatever you do it in secret. But these niggas, they come out in the open and show people what they doing, man. They don't do shit in secret, homeboy. They don't. You got? They don't.
If you miss you miss the tights. What IUIC did, they didn't ask for tights. They asked for arms, like, right? But only the members, like, you could be a member, but only the officers had to pay some money. Like, I was never an officer and shit. I was out of there before that. The money, they had to give some type of money every week, because I noticed it. Like, all the officers had an envelope, like every Sabbath, and they put their envelope up there. So they was making them obligated. They were obligated to give money every week.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, you got. They do the same thing, bro. I had brother. I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share this right now. I had to take my mother to the church where she fellowship at. She said, I need you to give me a ride up to my church so I can pay my tithe. You know what I'm saying, bro? Really? So when I pull up, you got two of these niggas, you know, coming out with a goddamn offering plate in his hand, bro. Yeah. I drive her up there today, brother. This nigga coming out the door with a goddamn offering plate in his hand, bro.
Wow.
Sister Cherry, excuse my language. All y'all, my sisters, I love all of y'all. My brothers, excuse my language. But goddamn it, I'm gonna tell the truth. All right? Yeah, man. Really?
Take it.
Bro, hey, brother, I don't know, but damn it, if I was sitting up in that building today, brother, they got that envelope out of her hand and walked up in that building, bro. Ain't no telling, man. They open that envelope, brother, pull that check out or that cash out or whatever. You think them niggas ain't pocket none of that?
Yeah. Yo, you know what though?
Okay. Okay. Hey, you God, that's going back to these niggas.
Yeah.
Who call themselves Israelites, who take up arms, who take up ties every goddamn week. You think they ain't pocketing shit?
The only thing about a regular church, like like you're not like what I'm saying. This church is as cults too, but like, and a lot of them is trying to get money too. But some of them you can get that money off on your taxes. Like they give you a receipt for that.
That's
like, you know what I mean? But these Israelite groups ain't doing that. They're like,
no,
nah,
they ain't doing that.
like, you know what I mean?
And
they ain't got to deal with taxes, bro. Bro, they ain't got to deal with taxes. Them niggas, them niggas up in them goddamn camps. They got to get. Go ahead, Sister Cherry. Go ahead, Sister.
They got the tax exemption, but see, if you go into their tax exemption, they got first they was under Islam. Now they've been put under Christian, and they're not Christian, so that's already false flag. But like my church, we take offering, and we have a building fund because we're still paying on our building, because we moved into a new building. But any monies that we take, the church gives the parishioners, all of us, the congregants, we get a budget to see where all of our money has gone. And majority of our money go to auxiliaries for domestic violence, or for the child care center, or for the clothing drive that we do, also for the food pantry that we do, and to make sure that we can give everything to these people for free. Like for the homeless who don't have access to a toothbrush, shoes, clothing, stuff like that. So yeah, we're in the age of money, and these things do cost money unless somebody does donate. We take both donation and the money, but all the money proceeds go back to the people. I can account for New Covenant Missionary Baptist Church. You can pull it up right now, and you will see all of this on the internet made public. Salem Baptist Church, Greater Harvest Missionary Baptist Church. I know plenty of the churches here in Chicago does the same thing as my church does. So here's my thing. And on top of that, send children, young children, of the, of course, 18 and older to college. Now, here's my thing. Who have they sent to school?
Hello. Come on.
They donated.
Hey, Sister Cherry, you don't hear none of them niggas in these camps talk about a college fund, do you?
Nope. If anything, they discourage them to tell them to drop out.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Sister Cherry, but at the same time, them same niggas talk about being an entrepreneur. How the fuck you gonna be an entrepreneur without getting a good college education? Learn about business. Take up, you know what I'm saying? Take you a trade in business and things like that. But these niggas turn right around and tell people, don't go to college. Don't do that. Man, bullshit, man. Excuse my language, Sister Cherry.
No, it's the truth. I mean, what can I say?
Man, fuck that shit.
He said, brother, what you going to college for? Yeah, Howard Shy coming back in 2000. Brother, is you crazy?
Hey, look, you God, Sister Cherry was on point what she said about these churches. Not all pastors are greedy dogs. They're not.
Like
you got some good men. You got some good men out there, brother, standing behind that pulpit, man, coming out the book, showing people the truth. The truth of Jesus Christ. So, Sister Cherry on point about that. Real talk. But these niggas who make these damn videos every fucking week, bro, these Israelite niggas, don't give a shit, man, about nobody, man.
The Christian church, a lot of Christian churches, they do a lot for the community, and all the in the community, they don't see it. They say, oh, the church don't be out here in the streets and stuff. They ain't got to. They got to build it. All you got to do is go to the building. It's right there. Knock on the door. Whatever you get, Alcoholic Anonymous. You got food pantry, like clothes drive. You got, you know what I mean? Like you got all types of services. Marriage counseling. Help pay
all of that.
And help you get an apartment or whatever. Like whatever. They got all types of stuff.
We got all of that. We got all of that. We got all of that. And I don't see that coming from not one camp or one Hebrew Israelite member whatsoever, whether you're in a camp or not. They don't help anybody. They haven't fed anybody. They haven't clothed anybody. They don't, they care none of that. They haven't done anything to help the community. That's why I'm looking at Black folks right now. Why do y'all allow these people to be amongst you? Like I can see a part of the, and I'm looking at it now, some thread of the conscious community through Garfield, they trying to expel out the Hebrew Israelites. They want them gone. They want them gone. I had a talks with Brother Garfield.
But
I feel the same way.
Like, you know what I mean? Like Sarnetter. Like Sarnetter should be ashamed for having Hebrew Israelites on his panel.
Oh, bro.
For real, man. I mean, how the hell? Hey, brother, I'm glad you brought that up. How the hell Tazariak of ISUPK come on Sarnetta channel talking that bullshit? What he talking? You know what I'm saying? Really, man.
Beyond it, they should be looked at as white people look at the KKK. The white people ain't gonna let the KKK come up on their panel.
They ain't gonna let no damn black man come up on their channel and talk shit to them. But this nigga Tazariak, he bring his motherfucking ass on goddamn Sarnetta, you know, wanna talk bad about the African people. How the fuck, man, can you talk bad about the African people, brother? They the ones that came over here on slave ships, nigga. Really?
Yup. Yo, they crazy, man. These people are crazy.
They out of pocket, bro. And I'm looking at this person in your chat right now, putting on these scriptures in, saying that, what did he say here? He said, notice biblically the tithes doesn't have money involved. Exactly, you're right. But here's the thing. We in the age of money, right? So back then, it was a different time with a different currency. So food was the currency. We in the age of where you got to pay money for the lights, pay money for the gas, pay property tax, right? And I'm sure you're paying the same thing. So please spare me that, right? While you're taking those scriptures out of context. And then listen to what I said closely. I said any offering and donation that came in my church and the countless of other churches that I'm affiliated with and that my church is affiliated with and other cross city churches within Chicago is literally what? Giving back to the people, paying their rent. Whose rent have you paid? Nobody.
Hello.
Feeding people. Who have you fed? Nobody. Who have you sent to school? Nobody. So before you give up a scripture, right, that you about to take out, that you done took out of context, remember what day, time, and hour, and year you're in. So what my church is doing, along with the countless of other churches are doing, it's biblical, right? It's biblical. Jesus said clearly, right, while you going to Deuteronomy, how about you take your lovely behind over there to Matthew 25, when Jesus said, when you fed the hungry, you fed me. When I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. When you did this to what? The least of these. Again, key word. Y'all haven't done this for nobody. So don't come throwing scripture in the chat. Don't know what you're talking about. I'm one apologist that's not going to play games with you. I'm going to hurt your feelings and your man.
Sister Cherry.
You got the right one today, LLC.
That's my sister. Don't come on, don't come up in here. Don't come up in here. Sister Cherry is going to chop you up, regardless.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
This. Yep.
It don't make no sense. They regurgitate stuff out the Bible, but don't live it. You're a hypocrite. And then you want to down others that is actually doing what the Bible says.
Yep.
With the resources that they have. So yeah, they take from the ones that can give and turn around and distribute clothes, distribute food, paying light bill, paying gas bill, paying rent. Other people, listen, my church is paying people's mortgages and helping those with the COVID-19. Who have you helped yet? Nobody. Shut your mouth.
You bear, hey, Sister Cherry, you bear witness about what your pastor do and everything.
Yes.
He's a good dude. He's a good dude, right?
Right now, we got access to the internet right now. Look up New Covenant Missionary Baptist Church here in the city of Chicago. My pastor is Reverend Stephen John Thurston the second, and you can see all that my church does. I volunteer.
See?
I guarantee, hey, brother, you got. I guarantee if the brother was crooked, Sister Cherry, she would let the public know. So evidently, this man that she's sitting up under right now, this pastor, he's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no fake. He ain't like these niggas calling themselves Israelites, Johanna, them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Robbing people out of their fucking money every goddamn week. But this dude right here, who Sister Cherry fellowship with, who she's sitting up under, this man doing the work. You know what I'm saying? He providing clothes. He helping people. Okay? Fuck that, man. These niggas always want, got something to say about Christians and shit like that. Y'all niggas rotten, bro. Y'all got rotten fruit. You Hebrew Israelite niggas, y'all are false prophets. That's what it all boils down to, man. Y'all niggas, man, y'all fruit rotten as hell.
Yep.
I'll help whom ask me for help. Why they gotta ask? If you see they in need, help. They shouldn't have to ask you.
Yep.
I done gave away probably maybe $10 today. They didn't have to ask me. And I don't question what they're going to do with the money. They might get ready to toot it up their nose. That's not my business. But I'm going to help whoever I can help. They don't have to ask me. That's the difference between you and I. And it don't make me no holier. It don't make me more righteous than you. But again, who's really living out the scriptures, bro?
Yeah,
and I'm not calling you brother. I'm calling you bro, as in culture sense. Don't get it twisted. That's the difference between you and I. That's the difference between Hebrew Israelites and Christians. See? You don't have to ask us. We see that those who are in need, we step in without being asked.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Somebody shouldn't have to ask you.
Killer B, I have such a disdain.
So he would only help a Hebrew Israelite. He would only help a Hebrew Israelite.
They don't even help each other.
Well, hell no, they don't. Hey, bro. Let me inbox a Hebrew Israelite. Hey, bro, I need $20. That nigga gonna ask me goddamn 5 or 10 goddamn fucking questions. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Well, They know what they'll do too. They always say, I know some brothers and stuff on numerous occasions, and I heard the same answer. We already helping brothers out in other states. And you never know who these brothers is that they're helping out. Like, who are these people? Like, you know what I mean? Oh, we helping out some brothers. Like, that's not in this congregation. I was in the head school in IUIC in New York. I was in the head school, and they had people that was sick and homeless. No, so I'm talking about like walking with a shopping cart, homeless, up in IUIC. There was nothing, nobody was housing him or nothing like that. Dudes had seizures, and like there was a lot of people that messed up. Like a lot of people that in there that was messed up.
And get this, they do now. Let me ask you this. Now, back in 2016, 2017, it was said that IUIC had bought up some land in, I think it was Oklahoma, and they had like a housing project there. I'm wondering if that's still there.
Oh my God.
And I can imagine what goes on in that. See, that's why they want gated communities. That's why they want to live separate. Notice these stories that you're reading about, right? They buy up land, and then why? So they can do whatever they want to do to the people. And they and guess who gets hit the hardest? The baby.
Mm-hmm.
Because they vulnerable. Their parents is jacked up.
Yep.
So now these kids are defenseless. They are at the mercy of these trash, garbage people who seek to what? Listen, they really don't care about the adult. They really going after your kids.
Yeah. They straight already programmed. Already programmed.
Yeah. Look at what you're reading right now.
Yup. Quoting scriptures and everything. 6 years old.
Yep. They quoted, hey, brother. Hey, they quoted the law. They quoted the law of Moses, brother. But these niggas, man, they were straight up killers. Period. That's what they are.
Yep.
They murderers, man.
They murderers.
But look, I ain't joining no goddamn camp. Don't have no desire to. I follow Christ. That's it.
Yep. That's that. You absolutely right. That's what they is. That's what they is.
I never thought I'd see today.
You know Hananiah Israel in IUIC? He's high ranking. You got a gray beard.
Okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He was in the old school, right? He was in the old school, and he fell out the truth or whatever, and he was getting into stuff like New York City. I think he was from Brooklyn. He's from Brooklyn.
He's from Brooklyn. He's from Brooklyn, New York.
He got beat in the head with a spiked bat.
Really?
Yeah. He got beat in the head with a spiked bat. And he was in a hospital for, I guess, like, I don't know, maybe more than a year, I think. I forgot how long he said he was in there, but he couldn't talk. He said when they hit him with the thing, only thing he could say is ta, 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 ta. That's the only thing that, the word, anything that come out, that's the only thing that could come out of his mouth. And he had to learn how to speak again and all types of crazy stuff. Yeah, he got hit in the head with a spiked bat and messed his whole brain up. Yup, and that what made him go back to Hebrew Israelites.
Man, it's crazy. I mean,
and the moderates was just as dangerous. They just as dangerous. Like today, you heard about the Richard Katz situation. I know Myra knows about it.
Yes, sister.
You heard about the Richard Katz situation, right?
I see Richard Katz Facebook. There's a Facebook person, Richard Katz. I ran into it today. I guess they make fun of him or something. That's cracking up. But yeah,
no, they basically made him up, right?
Yeah.
So the guy don't exist. This so-called Hebrew linguist scholar from Tel Aviv. So they got busted on that about 2 months ago, back in December of 2020, right? December 20 of 2020. I know the date. So tell me why they got busted again today. Yeah, Kelly Richardson, who calls himself a pastor, right? Got busted today using an article that they doctored up.
Oh, I saw that.
Yes.
Faithful to God and something put it up.
Yes.
Right?
They got
Hey, Sister Cherry.
Faithful to God.
Hey, Sister Cherry. Then the Negro gonna come on his community page on YouTube and say, I'm sorry, you know,
that
about
he
this.
didn't vet his sources. Yeah.
Man, shit.
Oh, we gotta get on him, bro. We gotta get on this dude. What's his name? Get on
his
him.
name is Kelly Richardson. I'm gonna call his name out right now. Kelly Richardson. Yeah.
And she said I have to talk to him or something.
Man, bro, brother. Let me tell you something, man, about that dude, Kelly Richardson. Him and I had a back and forth last year. You know what I'm saying? This dude, man, he think because he bear a title, he called himself doctor now. But back then, when I challenged his ass, he want to call himself pastor. I said, look, bro, let me tell you something, man. You put your pants on just like me, nigga. I don't give a shit, man, about your title or nothing like that, bro. Yeah. That nigga blocked me.
Yeah, that's what it'll do. Because now confusion.
Kelly Richardson. That's that nigga name.
Wow.
This person saying to me, I don't believe in the Cherry Love. I don't believe in the 12 tribes chart. Cherry Love, I don't believe a need for a woman to cover their hair. Cherry Love, I don't believe that women can't wear pants. Cherry Love, I don't believe something seek makes marriage. Cherry Love, I don't believe women can't preach and women can't. Listen, all that you telling me, I'm not impressed with that. I don't need you to tell me that. The Bible tells me that. I don't need you to validate to me what God already validated. You understand? And if you don't believe that, then why the hell are you part of a movement that pushes that? That don't make sense to me. Don't try to pacify me. What you believe and what you don't. Because guess what? If you don't believe what of the 50% or 90% of what they believe, then what the hell are you doing up in there? Don't try to pacify me. I am not the one. Understand? I am not that kind of Christian.
Exactly.
Associate with me.
Yeah.
Like, I see you as an enemy. Do you understand the words that's coming out my mouth?
That's right.
To me. I denounce you people. Don't try to pacify me.
See?
The one. You gotta ask Mama Mary about me.
I'm telling you, man. Hey, Sister Cherry. Like I told Brother You God the other night, we got your back, sister. Nobody is not going to come against you, sister. They can do it verbally on social media and all that shit. God damn it, but hey, Cherry.
They know I hit them hard, right? Then you want to try to negotiate with me and tell me what you don't believe. Don't. You better talk to Killer B. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Yep. Exactly.
See?
We ain't gonna let nobody touch you or harm you, sister. We got you. Real talk. We got you, Cherry. God damn it, I know how to buy a goddamn plane ticket. Huh? What?
I'm a Hebrew Israelite to how it tells a Hebrew Israelite. What?
I don't know. He talking to you. He ain't talking to me.
Yeah.
man, bro. Hey, man, nobody don't care about you being a Hebrew Israelite. I used to be there too. I used to believe in all that shit, man.
That's
so don't come on this YouTube channel and make a comment in this chat board about you being a Hebrew Israelite. Nobody don't give a shit about that no more, nigga. Real talk. Shit.
Yeah. But
That
you gotta look like understand though. Alil's in the UK. I think Alil got enough sense, but he don't because he don't really see it. He's in the UK. Like this is like really no Israelites out there. So he's just like an internet Israelite. Like he just an Israelite online.
Hey, brother God. He done watched some videos. He saw some of them niggas teaching classes on YouTube, on Facebook, and shit like that. Then automatically he a Hebrew Israelite. God damn it, I was there too. You know?
He got the internet Israelite PhD.
Exactly.
All the videos.
I'm sorry, my mind can't compute that. Don't try to negotiate with me. Don't think you can tell me a few little nothings and that's gonna put us on fair ground. I'm the wrong Christian for that. You better get somewhere. You better get somewhere.
He thinks he knows all the stuff, like he really believes it, like it's bugged out. I'm like, damn, and you ain't gonna stare him away from it either. You'd be right on top of it. Like, no, Hebrew Israelites. It was crazy.
He ain't talking to me. He talking to you, Killer, because he ain't talking to me. He talking to you and mine.
Hey, check this out. Hey, Killer B. We the people of the book. We the people of the book.
Yeah.
Okay. Deuteronomy chapter 28. You know what I'm saying? Man, shit.
If he really met some Hebrew Israelites, he'd be like, man, this stuff is crazy. He in the UK. You know what I mean? He in the UK. If you y'all see Hebrew Israelites, he'd be like, nah, this is
you ain't seen nothing yet, bro. I'm telling you, man.
This is when you get the pleading acting, right? Because they're good, they're actors.
Yeah.
And so then they want to, when you start bringing out the facts about them, right? I mean, undisputable facts, blasting evidence, right? This is when you get well, I don't believe that, Killer. I don't believe that way, Killer. I don't say that women can't preach. I don't say that women can't do this. I don't say that men can't do that. Then question, you don't agree with 90%, if that's the case, or 80% of what they believe in, then question, why the hell are you in this movement? You must think you're dealing with a panel full of fools. That's what you think. I don't negotiate with these people at all. I don't. I bust your face and kick your mama in the face for literally letting you go into this food. Because I'm not gonna play with you. You can't negotiate with me. I'm telling you this. Believe me. Believe this person that I'm showing you. This is who I am. I'm not gonna negotiate with you. I will be like this at my home, out these doors, on the platform, on my platform, on Killer's platform, whoever's platform. I will tell you the same thing that I'm telling you right now. I don't like you.
Word.
So trying to negotiate and plead your case, my dude. You ain't got none. The fact that you in this doggone heretical movement already means that you silly. And then you letting me know that, I don't believe in all of this stuff that they doing. That makes you look more stupid. Why you in something you don't agree with? What? And I'm supposed to believe it?
He said that stupid thing. I'm not like the camps. No, you a Hebrew Israelite. That's how you is, like the camps.
You are. Simple. You are. I wouldn't doubt if you watched the damn videos. That
don't even make sense. That don't even make sense. Said I'm an Israelite to how the Bible tells the Israelite to be, not to the lies of the camps. No. You believe that you're an Israelite because you're black.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you believe that. And that comes straight out the code. You the one of those Israelites that act like you done came up with all this stuff on your own. I get one of y'all fools once in a while and stuff.
Telling you, man. You always gonna have them trolls, bro. Always want to come in, man, and talk that bullshit, man. For real, bro. We know y'all. We know how y'all are.
Like
y'all teach that same old bullshit doctrine, man. We know y'all, bro.
You just ain't got good sense.
No, they want you to ignore your common sense, right? And believe they lying mouth. Nah, I'm not one of those Christians. And guess what? He gonna come back to you. Well, she really wasn't Christ-like. Okay, say what you will. All right.
So what? So what? So what? Hey, Sister Cherry, they gonna come at us and say we not Christ-like. You know what I'm saying? Hey, check this. Hey, check this. What did Jesus Christ say to them goddamn Pharisees, man, in John chapter 8? You're of your father the devil. You're wicked. You're not of you look, basically, you're not of God. You're not. You're not. I don't give a fuck, man, about y'all niggas, man, coming over here talking about you a Hebrew Israelite and all that. Bro, we know your teachings. We know your doctrines. We know it all, man. Don't come on here with that bullshit. Okay?
They getting out.
Talk, man.
The whole panel jumping you. Damn.
I don't care. I don't care, bro. Real talk, man. Y'all niggas, man. Hey. The ones that jumping on the panel right now, you know what I'm saying? And got something to say and all that. And look, them gonna be the first ones who's gonna end up in the lake of fire, bro.
Yeah, he going. He going.
Yep. I want you to quit putting my name in his comments because you not talking to me. No, talk to Killer, talk to Myron because I told you where I'm at. That you can't negotiate with me. So
Sister Cherry is not using no foul language or anything like that. Sister Cherry is not going there. But we are. I am. I got something to say.
Byron always got something to say.
Right, it's
real, man.
Not a little, but this is a Lil's night tonight. Like nobody really gets on him. Like every other Israelite gets it like real bad. I get on a little once in a while. Like I get on a little a lot, but not like everybody else. But a little getting it tonight.
Yeah,
told you.
Real talk, man. This is what it's all about. I mean, you know, them hypocritical ass niggas coming on here, man, making comments and chat in the chat room, won't make comments and all that. Hypocrite.
It's Killer. Let me say this to you, Killer. Let me appeal to you for a second. It's these moderates, right? The ones that are not in camp. These people, they figure, well, I'm not in a camp. Some of them know how to articulate themselves well, and they figure they can handle you, right? In another form of manipulation to make you think that they're not that image that you see regarding the camp. But actually, who you think, let me ask you a question. Who do you think majority of the money is coming from to support these camps? It's not so much, right. It's not just the ones that's sitting inside the camp. It's these folks.
Yeah.
It's the ones that's out. That's where really the money is coming from. Listen, these people try, let me tell you something. They try to speak what you call Christianese, as my brother would say. They try to talk like a Christian. Well, the walk, mimic a Christian. To make it seem as if you're talking to a believer, but the whole time you're talking to a heretic. And so they figure if they will get on a philosophical, psychological level with you, and that you are talking to a real intelligent person who is really civil, they just, I've been awakened to being an Israelite. And so now we can have a decent conversation because now you're not dealing with the savage camp. But no, let me tell you something. It's really the ones outside the camp Because see, the camps, you can see them coming. It's these heretical bastards that you can't see. You could be sitting right next to one in the church, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And not know that you're sitting next to a heretic. So here's my thing. Right, because look at what he's appealing to. I don't believe this way, Cherry.
Yeah,
I don't believe that way, Cherry. As if Cherry Love does not have good sense at all, and like she has not dealt with you type of idiots before. They tried to handle you in such a way, thinking that you don't see them for what they really are. But see, we do. That's why we're speaking the way that we're speaking. We're not speaking out of anger and that we just mapping up something, just pulling out of thin air. No, we've been dealing with you bastards for 5 years. Well, for me, for 5 years, some of us long. So we know how you move. That's why I told you, don't try to negotiate with me. Don't try to handle me. You understand? Exactly. I am not that kind of Christian. I will pray for you and slap you at the same time.
Right.
Leave me alone. Don't call my name no more.
For real.
Yo, that is Lil, because you a Hebrew Israelite with like some extra rules, like you got like, you know what I mean? And you pick and choose your laws to follow.
Right. Right. When the Bible said what? Keep the whole law, right?
Yup.
Okay.
Be eating pork skins and stuff.
You break one. Hey, let me tell you something. You break one, you guilty of them all. You break one law, you're guilty. It's just that simple, man. That's what the book teaches. It's in there. Yep. You break one law, you are guilty of them all. So, nigga, you want to come on here, you know what I'm saying, and say what you got to say in your chat, bro. Your comment or whatever. Let me tell you something, man. You're not keeping all 613 laws, bro. You're not doing it.
See, there you go. The laws
you're not doing it.
So that then you can't do it then.
You're a liar. You need to stop listening to them niggas on their goddamn YouTube videos or whatever. You need to stop listening to them, man, and follow Christ. Repent, humble yourself, and say, I was wrong. It's just that simple. I've been there, bro.
Yup. Get both sides to a bus. Like they used to say in the schools. He go on the street, he can hit you with a bus.
It's hypocritical at the same time. Listen, I don't have a problem with a person who wants to memorialize the laws. When I say memorialize, they do some things in the law of Moses, or they do all of it because you're supposed to. If you're going to put yourself under the law that way, you're supposed to do all of it, right? But here's the thing. They cross the boundary, Killer B. Well, what you brought out tonight, and on a biblical level, when they try to push these things as if you have to do it to obtain or earn salvation. How you going to earn something that's already paid for, right? And then claim to hold to Christ, if this joker holds to Christ. If he don't, that's even worse. But some of them claim that they hold to Christ.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, then they push this law keeping. Well, hold on. Did Christ do a finishing work, or did he do a half work? Because if he only did a half work, what he's really telling you is that the New Testament or the New Covenant has not started. Therefore, we're not under grace. And the Bible doesn't tell you that. The Bible lets us know that we are under the New Covenant. Christ did a finishing work, and we're under the grace of him. So again, we got two different signals going on here. And then I seen what he put in the chat. I keep the laws, as many laws as I can. Bible don't say that. Bible clearly say if you keep the law, you got to keep the whole doggone law. That's they choose to ignore that. That's why I can't stand you now.
I know you were because the cult made that up.
Yeah.
It's the curses. It's the curses. We in captivity. We in captivity, so we can't follow all the laws. We gotta follow the laws the best we can. I know. You do and you don't. The Jews
Right.
follow. They do it.
I don't get their logic, and it's not really logic at all. It's just they making up their own rules, and their rules are their rules are dangerous. You're
Yeah.
killing people. You're killing people,
Yep.
and you're leading them away from Christ. Y'all not leading people to Christ. You're leading them away. So you're doing more harm. You're not doing any good at all. And here's my thing: if you can't contribute to be productive to lead people to Christ, then just put the book down and go somewhere and sit out and go about your business. That's the most honest thing that you can do. Y'all done did enough damage to people. These lives that Killer B brought up tonight, those lives are not coming back. They're gone.
Yep.
But you don't give a damn about that because you're still here, right? These 32 years you're talking about that you've been humble, right? How many people died because of y'all doctrine? Hmm? And I know you're gonna try to, well, you got Christians that did the transatlantic slave trade. Were they really Christians? Did Jesus teach that? Is that in the doctrine of Christ? That's the only way that you'll be able to justify that thought or statement if you're going to make that statement. And guess what? You can't, because Jesus didn't teach that. Right? Just like those folks who called themselves Christians, they hijacked the name. Just like you're hijacking calling yourself an Israelite. Do I believe that you're a Hebrew, Israelite, whatever you want to call yourself? No. Bible don't confirm what you're pushing. You just some weak little Gentile, delusional, trying to be something that you will never be. Okay? Go to bed. You're out of your league. Go to bed. It's ridiculous. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. And I felt you. I really felt where you were coming from the other day when you did the Joy Morgan segment on Killer B. A lot of us did.
I didn't know that. I did not know. Hey, bro. Hey, Sister Cherry. Sister Cherry, I did not know, brother, that woman had ecstasy in her damn system, brother. Really?
Yeah.
Man, that's fucked up, man. I had to step off for a minute. So, yeah.
So wait a minute. So the article,
I had to step off for a minute. So
from the article, she had ecstasy in her system. She was hit over the head. But do I got this right? That's not what killed her.
Yeah. I know that.
So meaning he wrapped her in plastic and linen. He buried that girl alive.
God damn. Are you fucking kidding me right now, Sister Cherry?
If he goes back to the article, because I read it, she had the ecstasy in her system. She was hit over the head. That's bad enough. But from when I read the article, she didn't die from the blow. She was suffocated. So meaning when he wrapped her in that plastic and linen and buried her body out there, mind you, she can't get up. She's already got the stuff in her system. She's already hit over the head, so she's probably dazed or what's the word? Not unconscious, probably unconscious. So she's still alive, unconscious. When you unconscious, you're still alive. So meaning she died from suffocation. He buried that girl alive. I have to go back and read it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's something else.
Yeah. And again, mind you, let me remind you, Killer B, IUIC has not said one word one condolence or showed any empathy or sympathy to her mother yet.
They ain't gonna.
Yeah, they ain't going.
They ask her to join.
What?
They ask her to join.
Are you serious, bro?
Yup, they'll do that.
Bro. You got. You said that them niggas
I'm dead.
contacted her mother and asked her to join the camp. Really, bro?
No, I'm saying if they ever talk to her, it would be for her to join.
Okay.
If they ever did talk to her, that's what it would be. That would the conversation would be about her joining. And I wouldn't be surprised if they haven't.
It's gonna be a waste of their breath if they
surprised.
do. Man, she ain't got nothing to do with them niggas, man. Shit.
The lady will have to get rid of her daughter, her other daughter. Maybe drop her off in Puerto Rico like Mother Anna did. Told those people. They told her the kid, take her kid to Puerto Rico and just leave them there.
Wow. But see, that's not unheard of. But see, what you bringing out is letting me know that this has been going on for a long time regarding leaving children displaced. Because the youngest person that I had was an infant. And let me explain. The father reached out to me. His fiance got indoctrinated by this doctrine by one of the camps, IUIC, in fact. She was pregnant at the time. Now the father of her of their daughter, he was biracial. His father is white, his mother is black. Okay, so according, you know what they say, you are what your father is, right? So that would have made him what, quote unquote, Esau, the white man, as they would say.
Yep.
So what she ended up doing when she went into labor, number one, she wouldn't even let him come up to see his child born. Okay. Him and I was counseling then. And so she ended up having the baby in February. In fact, his daughter and my daughter is a month apart. His daughter was born February 10th, 2016. My daughter was born March 10th, 2016. So what ended up happening, she had the baby and left. She didn't even name her daughter. He left, abandoned the baby at the hospital. They called him at work and said that she left. Now, mind you, after a woman gives birth, who ain't got no business getting up walking, because you can have what you call, in medical terms, a setback, meaning you can bleed to death. But this heifer left. And so he ended up naming his daughter. And now he's doing good. He has, full custody of the baby. My daughter is about to turn 5. So his daughter should be about 6 now. Yeah, about 5 or 6. So because my daughter is 4 now. And he got married to a beautiful woman back in 2019. Church goer, all of that. So he's doing very well. She tried to reach out a week before it was time for him to get married to his new bride, asking about the baby's name and all that other stuff. And so he interjected me into the call. I went down there for their wedding and everything. He interjected me into the call. And I told her, baby, you ain't got no right or no deed at all. You walked out on this child. You walked out on him and left them destitute for Nicole, for a bunch of folks. You don't even know their name. I'm going to say that again, Killer B. You left your child, your flesh and blood, and a man that loved you, for a bunch of hypocrites, and you don't even know their first name. Everybody under aliases. That ain't their real name.
Wow.
Nathaniel.
Wow.
Sarah. Ben Israel. That ain't their real name. You don't even know who these people are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
His name literally changed. Yo, you know, Nate's name is like legitimately Nathaniel Ben Israel.
But
He
hey,
changed his name.
God. But your God.
His ID.
What is his name on that goddamn birth certificate?
His name is Nathaniel Ray.
Okay.
Yep, Nathaniel Ray.
Okay, so you know one. What about the other thousands of these so-called Hebrew Israelites that you surround around? You don't know these people's names.
Nope.
That ain't on their birth.
He was trying to get the congregation to do that. He was trying to get everybody to do that. To change their names.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the first time he presented to us, he showed everybody his ID.
Well, look, hey, look, I'm gonna say this. Hey, my Facebook page. Hey, I used to have a Facebook page, man. You know, with a Hebrew name, a fake name, and you know things like that. Not anymore. I got my real name now. Look it up. Damn it, I got a pass. Shit.
I mean, I'm just looking at this fool.
That's great.
I'm telling you, these people are so indoctrinated and gone.
Your mama and your daddy will look at
they mama and daddy ain't named them that.
No, not at all, Sister Terry. My mother, my aunt gave me my first name. But I gotta carry my last name because of my daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They don't care about nobody, bro. Listen, these people dismantle whole families, bro. These are they wicked, and then they want to try. And then when you start bringing out these facts killers, they want to try to. Oh, it wasn't me. They want to separate themselves from the situation, not knowing that they're enticing people to do violence. Nah, bro. No, you can't justify this. I'm sorry. No, this is unjustifiable. You know, and little kids are being killed because of this.
Yeah.
Children being murdered behind this bullshit, man, that they teaching. Really?
Oh, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Like it's drastic. They said, I don't know how true it is. They said Nate worth 25 million.
Probably is.
He was
y'all said Nate. Y'all said Nate what?
Worth 25 million.
God damn.
Yup. Say 25 million. He was voted, what is the top new evangelist, new preacher or whatever, for I forgot what year or something. He was in some kind of like magazine or something. Church like that. The fastest growing church or something. Yup. I remember they was in that basement.
That ain't no church. It's a den of lies, bro. That ain't no church.
Nope. It sure ain't. It sure ain't. Anything but that. Anything. In a Sabbath class, Sister Cherry, right? They have Deacon Shakia. Deacon Shakia got his own coat now called the High Top, right?
Oh yeah, I heard of that. Green and gold or something like that.
Yeah, he from out like where I live. Like I known him in the 90s. Yeah, he was in the House of David out here. So after Deacon Shakia blow that shofar, the end of Sabbath,
Mm-hmm.
what did he 30 seconds? You see those Hennessy bottles hit that counter.
Yep. You go.
30 seconds.
Every Sabbath they get busted.
I swear on everything. What is 30 seconds? So that horn, the feeling blowing, you hear the bottles hit that counter. They got it right up under the table. They put it right on out.
Right.
And everybody drunk.
That's facts. That's facts.
Yep.
That's facts. And they just
That's all it was. People know we can be drinking after.
Damn, bro. On ice?
It was a Saturday night, like you see your Saturday night. You just Saturday nights.
Hey, bro.
Young, you be mad.
On ice, hey, brother.
Saturday.
On ice with no mixture.
Wait, say that again?
Straight liquor, brother.
Oh yeah, any way you want it. Any way you want it.
Shit. Man, I wouldn't. Hey, bro, I wouldn't make it up in there, man. Hey,
40
bro.
ounces.
Shit. Hey,
right
brother.
over there drinking 40 ounces.
Back in the day, brother, back then, man, if I was up in there, man, they'd put me out that damn cap, bro. I'd be ready to fight everybody up in there.
You ain't gonna. You walk in there sober. You sure enough ain't gonna walk out. Yeah, right now.
You got the sisters. The sisters are selling. So it'll be a bunch of drunk dudes, a bunch of kids running around all crazy, right? And all the women, in the kitchen because they sell dinners at the end of the Sabbath.
Yep.
They sell dinners.
Yep.
All the dudes drunk, and the kids just running around.
Wow.
He ain't lying. He telling the truth. He telling 100% the truth. That's what they do.
And one of them got a little funny. One of them got a kid that's kind of funny. At IUIC. I think that's that might be ASAP. Is that not ASAP? What's the dude that looked like Frankenstein? What's his? I keep forgetting his name.
Oh,
y'all know who I'm talking about in IUIC.
Is his name? That's not Quanah. Lord have mercy. They got these funny names. I know who you.
ASAP is the old dude. ASAP is the old dude.
Yeah.
Not the old dude, the light skinned dude.
Yeah, you talking about ASAP, man, that do the Friday Night Raw.
Yeah.
I thought ASAP was the fat dude.
No.
No.
ASAP
No.
is the little Jamaican dude who always sound like he whining.
Right.
Yeah. He can't stand Judah Mack.
What's
Judah
Oh
Mack
my God.
so much stuff on them, bro. It all came out.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. Judah Mack, man, he hate not Judah Mack, but ASAP, man, he hate Judah Mack.
Well, that dude, he got a kid.
Judah Mack exposed all them niggas. He told them. Hey, look, Judah Mack made a video, bro. He exposed all them niggas. He told everybody what these niggas about, man. They ain't about shit, man.
Yep. I will say this. I disagree with his Hebrew Israelism, but I ain't gonna say nothing to him. That man brought out him and Bezalel, Uzziah, I can't think of the other guy's name, Chuckamuckalak, whatever his name is. They brought out so much on them. I couldn't stand up on my feet. All of the secrets came out. Got the women getting on food stamps, giving half of their food stamps to IUIC. Took one guy, I forgot his name. He's an ex-football player. Took that
You
man
talking about Kasalakia?
There you go.
Kasha sister.
There
Yeah.
you go. Took him for almost
Got him.
$1.3 million.
Kasha
Woo!
Yeah, hey, brother. Hey, brother, brother Killer B. He used to play for the Falcons, brother.
He was in IUIC.
He was
Yeah.
in IUIC. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. And his wife used to make the garments for their
And she's
pastors.
so cute. She's a cute sister. She's so sweet. She's a cute sister, brother. And she's
She
so
is.
sweet. Sweet,
She
humble
is.
sister.
Making garbage for free too. She was making them too.
They was using their company. So what happened was that the orders that would come in for the garments for their Passover, right? She would design the garment, and they would go through her, and she would make the garments for the men and the women and the kids, right? And what ended up happening, a lot of the people didn't get their order, not because of them, but because of what's his name? He was the second bishop in IUIC, Kanaya.
Kanai.
There you go, Kanai.
Yeah. Hey, Sister Cherry, Bishop Kanai.
Bishop Kanai. They found he ain't no real bishop, but Kanai.
Yeah, I know.
They went in his garage. Do you know that they found majority of those people's garments inside of the garage? They never received it. This been going on since 2014 or 15. They found different styles that she created in his garments inside of his garage. People who never received it, but he took the money and he walked away with the money.
They was doing that back then. Cherry, did you know that I used to print all their T-shirts in the beginning?
No.
Damn. For real, bro?
I'm a screen printer, so I printed all their T-shirts. Yup.
What, Bezalel? Were you part of IUIC?
Oh, yeah. Bezalel was the graphic designer. When I first got there, it was a Sabbath class. At first class. And afterwards, like I said, how they be all drinking and stuff, right? They had the garage outside, and I went in there, and Bezalel was printing T-shirts. I'm like, oh, stop. Y'all got a screen printing press in there? Like, yeah. And I was like, you shouldn't do it that way. Like, I've been doing this since I was a little kid. So, like, I'll tell them, like, this is what I do. Like, I know all about this stuff. Like, so, like, he was like, well, brother, you ain't been tried yet. He all got an attitude with me, not knowing that I've been an Israelite in the 90s. Like, know what I mean? So, I talked to Shem. Me and Shem was real close. Shem used to bring me to the classes. So, I was telling Shem about it. So, I guess he talked to Bezalel or something. Bezalel called me up the next day. And then I had went down there next Sabbath class, and I was showing him, like, what was up, like the proper equipment that he needed and stuff like that. So he wanted me to do it, right? So I already know what's coming. Say, yeah, man, I heard you could print the shirts. That was ASAP. That was called the Frankenstein looking dude, the Jamaican dude. So I gave him my price, and you should have saw his face. It was like, well, brother, nobody gets paid here. I said, well, I'm gonna get paid.
Right.
It's just like that. I said, it does the scripture say it's a shame for a man to build his house off another man's labor?
Exactly. Yep. That's what the book teaches, brother. For real, man.
I saw their face. Woo! So they paid me. I didn't charge them a lot and stuff, right? So they were buying ordering the shirts and stuff. And I was a sales rep for a bunch of skateboarding brands. I was in the skateboarding industry. So I do sales calls all day, like, so I could walk around on my phone and stuff like that. So I would go to New York, like sometimes 2-3 times a week to print T-shirts. So I would take the train all the way to the Bronx, take the subway there and stuff. And it used to be so bad that I would go all the way to New York City, tell them it used to take me an hour and a half from my house Yeah, probably like an hour and a half or something like that to get to the school. The printer. And nobody would be there to open up the door. So sometimes I would be there and have to wait like 3-4 hours for somebody to show up. And you know, I was printing the shirts and stuff like that. And then they still wouldn't buy the proper equipment. They want to cut corners, do all this stuff. So it was just making like my work 3 times harder than what it was supposed to be. Right? And I was complaining about it. So they went and told them and something. It was like, yeah, there was some damaged shirts or whatever or something like that, right? I said, really? I was like, really? So I said, okay, I'll replace them. And they was expecting me to say that. So he said, oh, this brother said this, right? And I said, okay, well, get him over here. And they wouldn't bring him over there. So they didn't want me to print no more t-shirts there, but they still owed me like $200.
Right.
They didn't want to pay. It started getting to the point, and like you were saying, the shirts, that's what I wanted to talk about. What you were saying about the garments. Their first Passover, I did the foil print on the back of the garments. Like how they had the menorah, but it's like a foil like type print. Like I did those on the back of the garments and stuff. The t-shirts, they were all they wasn't printing them fast enough and not sending them out. So they had all these orders to fulfill. So I was going up there and printing like 100 shirts, 150 shirts, like every time I go up there. And they was selling all of them. They was all going. They was all going at $20, $25 a piece.
Damn, how much? You said $20, $25 a piece?
Yeah. And the garments, the men garments go for about 180. The women goes for about 180. The children go for $80 a piece. Not to mention your registration, right? You got to buy your own plane ticket. You got to pay your own hotel and your own food, right? And here's the thing. By them being a group, you'll think that they'll go for a group discount. No. You at the full rate. So technically, at the end of the day, you done been spent like $2,000-$3,000.
Damn.
Just to be a part of their stupid so-called Passover. Yeah.
Sis Cherry, ain't no way in hell, man, I could do some shit like that.
But people been doing it though, bro.
I know.
And then the children, if the child is on, the child has to be under 3 years old. Otherwise, the child doesn't pay a child price. The child pays an adult price, adult registration, which is $200. So if you got a family of 4 and your kids are above 3 years old or 3 years old and above, that's already $400 between 2 children. Adult, that's $400 easy, and that goes into the pocket of that camp. It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. Plus your garment, plus your plane ticket, plus your food, and all of that. You've been spent about, for a family of 4, about a good maybe 4, anywhere between 3 to 4,000, maybe $5,000.
Shit.
The lady that was doing the garments before was one of the elders. He took Shakia's place as an elder. I forgot his name. He was a Jamaican dude. His wife was doing the garments back then when I was there. But that's crazy though. Like, man, so you got the people now.
Ripping them off. Bro, I've been to plenty of church conferences and it didn't cost us nothing like that.
Bezalel did all the video editing, the graphic design. He did all that stuff back in there. He wasn't charging them nothing. Bezalel is like a professional graphic designer. like graphic design for like big
Right.
brands,
Yeah.
big corporate.
Yeah. He's good.
Yeah. And did all that stuff for free. I was like, yo, you bugging. He was
They
like,
talked about that man so bad.
hey,
Oh my God.
KD.
ASAP, man, he be shit. He be on
And
that
Zamara
dude,
was
man.
a singer in there. He was a singer.
Yeah, he's an alcoholic too. I remember one day I was printing T-shirts there by myself. He just showed up. Like he was just walking down the street. And I don't even think he had any shoes on, yo. What was weird about
Who you talking about, bro?
ASAP, the Frankenstein looking dude. The one that be rapping.
Damn, ASAP was an alcoholic, bro?
Yeah, he had a big 24 ounce, big 20 ounce, tiny. Those shoes on. Yeah, socks on, walking down the street.
Wow.
I'll never forget that. That was bugged out. And he was sitting
How
there.
are they helping again? How are they helping?
Yeah, I just felt mad, uncomfortable. Like it was weird. Like I was just like, yo, fuck her. I was like, damn, what's this dude's deal? Like, and he was up and he was sitting in the, laying on the couch and shit. I'm like, this dude laying on the couch and shit. While he tracks and shit, and it's talking to me and stuff, just asking me all types of shit. I'm just like, damn, dude, weird as hell.
Yeah, these folks, man, I'm telling you, they do not care.
The other dudes are too.
Care. It's a hustle. It's a straight hustle.
Who you talking about, sister?
Huh?
I said, who you talking about?
I said that the whole movement is a straight hustle.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. You got ex-drug dealers. You got a goddamn cop. You got ex-alcoholic who was out there running game and shit like that to get some money. So these niggas, they want to come on their goddamn platform and make videos and shit like that. You're an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Just to make money off the people, bro. They doing the same old goddamn shit that they was doing out there in the streets, man.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong with it, look. If I'm wrong, correct me.
No, you're right. You're right. These like is, and when that was crazy too in 2008, that's when like GMS came on the scene on YouTube, and GMS was winning back then. Like they had the biggest camp, and then all these other ISUPK made it come back. GOCC, then you had IUIC, and they threw out that rape doctrine.
Yep.
To get Tahar out the way. You know what I mean? So they can make their little space in the Hebrew Israelite internet thing. And they just all these members, because they saw Tahar got members all across the United States. Tahar got members all Kansas, like in the middle of Montana, GMS John. That served well as GMS Montana. They had GMS Holland. They had GMS Jamaica. Yup. They're all over the place. They had to get Tahar up out the way. Tahar has been getting all the money. And they just sent him blank money orders.
Yup.
The address they send the tights to is like out here in Connecticut. It's still the same address back in the day.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yeah, P.O. Box and stuff, Connecticut. Yep. Still out here in Connecticut.
And I guess when they came out with that rape doctrine, that's
all of them believe the doctrine. All of them. Don't let them fool you. They all believe it. They just said that to get on Tahar to get people to not mess with him. That's the only reason they did it.
Oh.
That's the only reason all of them believe that. That's the original teachers of the school.
Right. It sure
That's
is.
the teachers.
Hey, right there, that was the original teachings of the 01 West, 125th Street. UBK. UBK 1 West UBK. These niggas was teaching, they was teaching reincarnation. Are you fucking kidding me, man? Reincarnation? God damn it. You had niggas up in there talking about they was David, bro.
Yeah. Yahweh Shai was Solomon.
Right. You had I forgot the one of the his name or whatever. This nigga was teaching, I'm King David. Nigga, how the fuck you King David, nigga? And your ass dead today.
No, the beginning of Matthews when it talk about the son of, you know what I'm saying? So they saying that's his reincarnation.
Right.
How they say that?
You had another nigga up in there too, who proclaimed he was John the Baptist. Man, shit.
Which one was John the Baptist, yo? Was that Masha? No, Masha was King David.
No, Masha was King David. He was another nigga who said he was John the Baptist. Sister Cherry, you know, sister.
Yeshai, it was
Yeshaya.
It was Arya, Marsha, Lahab, Yeshaya, Liquab. It's 7 of them. They called the 7 heads.
Right. Those were the 7 heads. But Sister Cherry, which one who called himself John the Baptist?
That would be I think that was Yeshaya.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it was one of them. It's
a documentary on YouTube. It'll tell you which one.
They said Tahar was Paul.
Yep. Man. He called himself Paul reincarnated. Yep.
Yep. Because they said that the same people that are here today are the same people that was back in the biblical time. So they say we all them.
Yep.
All right.
So
now,
in the movie.
Okay. Hey, brother, you got. Where's Marsha today?
Oh, good question.
He's gone. He's dead.
Talking about Marsha?
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh, Marsha he been dead for years. He's been dead since that.
Y'all still alive? Yeah. They're all dead except
Yeshaya's Lahab is still alive.
Right.
He got a YouTube channel.
Weird.
Yeah, good dude. Yeah, he's a good brother.
That's the dude that dressed like he was on the Star Trek or something. Commander. That's talking about, right? He had Lahab had left the the Comforters Church and started his own thing.
A lot of them split after the fake prophecy failed, and then also when Arya put Tazadakia in leadership.
Right.
And they said something was going on funny. A lot of people still can't figure out how Arya put the camera boy as the leader. That's when Johanna got pissed off. Tahar and Nathaniel and Rakar, who was the leader of GOCC, they had a major split over that. And money. There was a whole lot of stuff going on.
You know that money was from? 9/11.
Right.
There was a nonprofit that was giving a lot of organizations money because of the 9/11 thing. Don Lawyer, I don't know if y'all ever heard of him, but he was the Sons of Thunder. Saints of Thunder.
I know you're talking about. He died. Hey, Daniela used to read for him.
Yeah, he said that he used to that he called it. What did he call it? He called it the Rosicrucians or whatever. But really, what it was a non-organization.
Yeah. He called all the niggas out. He exposed them all.
Yup. They said it was a big briefcase full of money they had. Yep.
But he died though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that nigga Daniela from Maccabees TV used to read for him.
Yep. That was the baddest Israelite group out.
Right.
It was the bad Thunder, boy. That's where the what's the names? They come from that too. SOT.
Hey, I got a Facebook friend. He's from the original SOT.
That's the dude that make the jewelry, right?
Yeah. Jeweler.
Yeah, that's
SOT.
about.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, bro, every video he make, he be telling people, I'm from the 90s. I was there. I seen it all. You know what I'm saying?
He go way back. He go way back. Like way back, way
bro.
back.
Yeah.
He might have been, him and his boy might have been the first to go against One West. I would put money on that. I would put money on that. He's like the first group that he's still an Israelite. He believe in the Israelite thing, but he don't believe in the one like West thing. I be trying to tell the bro, like, yo, it don't make no sense. Like, do it that way. It's like me, the people that you talking about, the ones that have your belief system. So like, I don't know, man. He a cool dude though. He a cool dude.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I talk to him. I talk to him all the time. He a really good dude, man. He really is, man. He a good brother.
Yep.
Now, another brother who was very strong up in One West, Sharala. Sharala. I think I said his name right. He was the one that was on the TV show.
Hey, Kim, I'm gonna catch my phone finna die, bro. This is on 1%. All right.
Yeah, I'm
love
close up a little bit anyway. All right, thank you, Sister Cherry.
Love you, Sister Cherry. Love you, baby girl.
Sharala. I don't know. He was what? He was in the One West. Like he was in the company.
Yeah, bro. He was the one that was on the Montel Williams show.
Oh, okay. Wait. Is that the dude I'm thinking of and shit? I might be thinking of Phil Donahue or something.
No.
I think I know who you're talking about. I think I do.
Yeah, he had the sister. Yeah. He had the sister sitting next to him. Yeah, Shayala. Shit. Man, he came out of One West, man. He was strong up in there, bro. Shayala.
Do you know the dude? His last name is Shepherd. I forgot his name in there.
No, I don't know who that is, brother.
He had glasses. He goes on Facebook and goes by the last name Shepherd.
No, I don't know him, bro. Yeah.
I don't even hearing that name before. I don't know. Oh. Wait. You're not talking about the dude that was on Sinetta. Yeah, he started on like camp thing.
No, that's not him. No.
And who's he with now?
Hold up. I'm gonna send it to you, brother.
All
right. I'm gonna have to get off here and I send it to you, okay?
Okay. All right. I'm about to close up anyway though. So yeah, you can send it later. I'm about to close up. You got any last words?
Get the fuck out these goddamn camps. That's my last word.
Yeah, I feel you. Mary Bennett said that was a Montel Williams show. All right.
Hell yeah. I wish I was on there, goddamn it. I'd be talking all kind of shit if I was on there, bro.
Hell yeah. I need to go on Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah.
I need to go on Oprah.
Leave these goddamn camps, man. Shit. Hey, bro. Hey, man, I appreciate you, Killer B. I'm ready to go to bed, man. Give me some sleep.
Yeah, I'm about to fall out myself. Yup.
All right, brother. Okay.
Lil, you got tonight was your night, Lil. Got that smoke. Or the fire. Or the fire. Whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so this lady, punk ass, got 30 years and stuff, but they believe she killed some more people. They believe she killed some more people. There's some more stuff I wanted to show, the house and stuff like that. Down here 3 hours. Y'all can look up the damn article yourselves. I gotta look up Mother Anna. But I was gonna say. I don't know, man. Y'all gotta make better decisions. Y'all gotta make better decisions. Especially you, Lil. I don't know what the hell wrong with you. You seem like you are all right. You're a decent dude, but this Israelite shit done fucked your mind. Straight up. You didn't get nothing. I know you didn't get nothing because you hard-headed. You like a goat. It's hard-headed. Like a damn billy goat. Hits you in the head with a hammer. Good night, Mary Bennett. Thank you for stopping by. And you too, JD Hill. All right. So, yeah, I can get the hell on out of here. You know, put my damn feed music back on and shit. Like Josh put out a new video today. Was that today or yesterday? Or yesterday, I guess. Go check them out on the channel. All right, we can get on out of here. Gonna be the goddamn voice farm general. You gotta wait till learn their asses. Unbelievable.
Get a man portrayed on the screen so vividly that you flinch. This man showed no mercy in the pursuit and interrogation of his victims. He was called the Witchfinder General.
Witch finding ain't easy. Fucking trick clock. Get this one. Y'all can get your hands locked, spin away like prison. Intelligence agencies trace today. Seeing what I did lately, amazing. They not seeing all the sheep grazing. Flaming pins of Josh, get rocked. Mountaintops go fly. Right enough, fight enough. Get them so nice and nice. Fuck y'all clothes. Costume shop roll. Catch info like a stroll. Feeling old, so grab a switch. I'ma extol my foes cause they snitch. Since they can't ruin me, I'ma ruin them. That chopped off head will still spin. Burning witches in they sin. You can't lie, we can't die. I know what y'all said. Just as flesh decay, but eternally, I don't see it that way. Pave the road clear is what you said, but your corpse gonna leave people dead. You claim God, but God don't know you. Watch your desires overthrow you. Man fall down, man go boom. Mask wearing like doom. All caps like y'all yelling. That's a rap. Might as well be felons. Y'all words are levers. On YouTube, acting precious. This the nexus. Feel the sun from the solar plexus. Taste the breakfast. Finding all those devices that detect us. Yo, show respect, cuz.
And what line of business might it be? God's business. Witch finding? Witch finding. Oh, that's
y'all believe for that next buzz or some love. Watch the general pull bloods. Internet warriors caught up in dark corridors. Fiction like Mordor. Should have stayed on the floor. Y'all know no origins. Laughing orphans, even though we got royal blood coursing. No more horsing. Real life's more important. Y'all speaking curse on yourself, claiming God and no one else. Blast you off the shelf. Burn your whole library. I see you do it. Look, y'all claim and learn. Reading from the Jewish books. Y'all some cookie crooks. Lips caught up with a hook. Spooky beats drive me wild. Get stabbed, a knife, open child. Old man, old style. Used to be killed out the Nile. And I did it with a smile. Fake roots, smell vile. Rock like Hendrix at the aisle. After a while, see Egyptians on the trial. Yeah, you, the one claiming root. Unglued and unglued, expose their actions fully. Yeah, call me a bully, but that's fine. This is how you get bullied straight from the mind. Burning them. Cats out there, they have faith in y'all, have faith. They claim they read all this, that they know all this. Claiming they speak languages, curses.
Be the first to see it. Be the first to talk about it. The Witch Finder General.
That's right. Witch Finder coming for your ass, nigga.